All right. I wonder if I was on mute this whole time. That's so silly of me. Welcome, everybody. This is Onyx Singal. We are just about to get started here. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, you're still 10 minutes early. 12 minutes early, so I'm so proud of you for being here early. Listen, you see a polling tool below, right? You see, oh, there we go. Rizla, thank you for letting me know. She said no sound. That was silly me. Let me let my team know. All right. All right, so we've got Albert says, hi, Albert from Argentina. Well, welcome, Albert. So great, so glad to have you. Listen, fill out the form right below this, okay? Put your name in, put your email address in, and tell me something about yourself. Tell me where you're calling in from. Tell me, type in a big, I'm excited, I'm pumped, I'm ready. Let me feel the energy because we have an amazing session coming up today, and I want to hear from you. Pranjal says, hi. Hi, Pranjal. So, again, if you're just joining us, welcome. Go ahead and fill it out below, the name, the email, and tell me something. Type something. We're going to spend about 10 minutes kind of getting to know each other, and then we have an amazing, amazing, powerful session coming up. You can see from that title slide right there, and I'm excited about it. All right, we got Steve from UK. Yahira says, is somebody there? Yes, absolutely, right here. Gary is from Dallas, Texas, and ready to learn. Eduardo from Dominican Republic. We got Pranjal from India. Pranjal, where in India are you from? I will be coming out to India in about 2 weeks. We have Diana from New Mexico. We've got Albert here from Argentina. Man, we've got people from all over the world. How cool is that? And we've got Ahmed from Egypt. We've got Helena from Slovenia. My God, we've got Jocelyn from British Columbia. I think we got more people internationally than we do from U.S. We've got Mihai from Madrid, Aubrey from Thailand, Boston from Slovenia. We've got Richard here from UK. All right, I'm skipping over some of our great Americans too, by the way. We've got Ohio, Florida. I just get so excited. It's so exciting to see people on this set. It's so exciting to see people on these webinars from all over the world because you are reminded constantly of just how powerful having an internet business really truly is. I mean, just the fact that you can rally people from all over the world into one place. Dre says, hey, Anik, great to be live, man. Looking forward to the webinar all the way from South Africa. That's awesome. Stephanie says, hi, Anik. My husband Justin and I are so excited about this, your new book and your new book, Circle Profit. We need a life change, and we are certain this is going to be our change. We're from Chicago. So, Stephanie, get this. So, in my Circle Profit book, the second half of the book, okay, the second half of the book is phase 2. We are diving deep into that phase today. Now, this is the phase where you truly actually begin to generate, millions of dollars, really. This is where the potential of automating and building wealth lives. So you should be excited. Dawn from Silver Spring, Maryland, right in my backyard. That's amazing. All right, here, I'm going to ask you guys a question, and then what we're going to do, because we got 9 minutes left, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to give away some money, and we're just going to do some crazy stuff because you're here early, so I want to reward that. I love it when people are showing up early for these webinars. So what I want you to do is I want you to answer a question. I want you to tell me why you're here. What do you expect to get from this session? You know what? Everybody wants to make more money. Do not type in, I want to make more money. Please don't do that. All right? This is question number 1. I'll give you question number 2 where you get to talk about money. Because remember, I want to make more money. Our guest wants to make more money. Everyone around you wants to make more money. I don't think there's a single person in the world that you're not going to ask and talk to and have them say, I don't want to make any more money. Everyone wants to make more money. So, tell me why. What's your why? What's your deep-rooted why? What do you want? What do you envision? What are you looking for? What's the change you want to create in the world? And that's, I'm going to make a big point there. I'm going to make a really strong point. Doreen, thank you so much. She says, I'm really excited about this one. You are the greatest, Anik. Well, Doreen, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Chris writes, for the first time in my life, I couldn't wait for the weekend to be over. Oh, man. I love that excitement. Guys, keep that up throughout the rest of this webinar. I promise you, you are going to get so much more out of this webinar when you keep that energy level up, not to mention our guest. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our guest who has been on a lot of webinars, been waking up at 3, 4 more in the morning every day. Today as well, he was up super early. So we owe it to him to keep our energy level as high as possible. We'll all commit to that in a minute. So let's see here. Diane says she wants to learn how to expand a new business, drive sales, and expose people to the brand. All right, Richard says, new ideas and inspiration to help others to better themselves. Nathaniel writes, to create the life of my dreams so that I can help others as well as myself. It's amazing. I love it. Especially when you bring other people, okay, other people into your dreams and you make your life about facilitating other people as well. That makes you so much more effective in making your dreams come true. I can't even begin to tell you. Doreen writes, well, I already read that one. Oh, I love this one. Paul says, I travel so much with work, I really just want to be home. Well, Paul, you have a right to be home with your family. Jackie writes, my 90-year-old mother has recently come to live with us and has made me realize how short time is and how necessary it is to spend that time with, have plenty of resources late in your life. Well, Jackie, that's an amazing realization. I'm sure you'd love to spend more time with your mother as well. So that is a great, great goal, great reason to have this. I want to learn more about smart digital systems, says Elizabeth, smart ways to use them. I want to be able to, in an effective way, help parents to coach their children in schoolwork. What an amazing goal. That's awesome. Jenny writes, I'm retired, I'm 72, and I want something to help me stay engaged in life. Of course, extra money is always a plus. And then Carrie writes, I hope to gain confidence that the smaller niche idea passion I have is a real potential to generate income while connecting authentically with people and changing the lives that matter. This is amazing. Now, I want to pick a winner, but it's going to be so difficult to do that. So I'm going to just go ahead. Let's see here. La 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 la. All right. All right. It's so difficult, but I'm just going to choose someone. Marco wrote, I want to plant a dent in the world. I want to plant a dent in the world. I believe this is a platform to help do that. Marco from Philadelphia. Marco, you just won yourself a $100 PayPal. Reach out to our team. We will be happy to send that to you. So again, reach out to our team, and we will be there. All right. All right, here's the next question I want to ask while we still have people just piling on, right? We still got a little bit of time here. So the next question I really want to ask everybody is, you know what? How much money would you need to be able to add to your life on a monthly basis? Every month, how much money would you need to be able to add to your life on a monthly basis in order for you to see a complete change in your life? Now listen, please be realistic, okay? I know the gut instinct feeling is always to say 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. I get that, and that's fine. But I really, really want you to think realistically and tell me, you know what, X amount would make a big difference in my life. I want to hear the actual number. So type that number in. By the way, my God, we've got people here from Australia. We've got Bonisa from Australia. We've got Bill from California. We've got Ola from Norway. All right, so Robert Hatch writes $500 to a month, $1,000 a month extra. Gian Lee writes $500 per month. So do you guys see, Marcus writes $23.50 a month would change absolutely everything. And so do you see how this makes such a tremendous difference? A lot of people come on and they talk about the hundreds of thousands and the millions, and you'll see it here too. We'll talk about things like that. But the truth of it is, what you're going to see, guys, is that first we start with the amount that will really get you free, get you to the point where you can totally and fully focus and be present to your business. That is when you have the freedom and the ability to start really investing time, energy, and mastering the art of online marketing. So although you hear us talk about the millions, you hear us talk about hundreds of thousands, and that's great, and that's a future goal to have. Like, for example, how this average guy makes $534,000 a year by accident using these 6 simple steps, $500,000 a year would make you wealthy. And what I'm trying to say here is let's first get you to a point where, when you have goals like a couple of thousand or a few thousand a month, you're going to see today just how simple those goals can be. And right here, Karen writes, $4,000 a month would cover my husband's care. So Karen, congratulations. I just chose randomly, but I love the fact that you have a specific number. You know exactly what the specific goal is. You want to care for your husband. So I'm going to say that go ahead and reach out to our support team at support@learn.com, Karen. We will be happy to PayPal you $100 as well. Again, guys, this is what we do when you show up early. I just love to reward people, ask questions, create excitement, create interaction. And look at this. Art says, Excuse me, guys. Art says, I really need $66.67 a day to make a difference. Love it. I love that. I love the specificity. That's great. We have, I'll tell you, the most popular answer, everyone, is between the $2,000 to $4,000. The most popular. We've even got a lot of people saying numbers like 500. We had a few 5,000s, but that $2,000 to $4,000 range is superbly popular. So that should start to tell you, okay, that should start to tell you that what we're going to share today, you're going to see that this model, this system is working to the degrees that it's making $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a day. And the whole theme of what we're going to talk about today is how to build your business while being imperfect. How to build your business while being imperfect, making as many mistakes as possible, because we know that when we're first starting something new, we're going to make mistakes. All right, let me just mute myself for 1 second. I got to clear my throat. All right, perfect. Sorry, I didn't want to cough into everyone's ears. So we are coming up to the hour here, everyone. We are coming up to the hour, at the top of the hour. So one last thing here is, so how's today going to work? Well, we're going to be together for a little while. I want you to be fully prepared to take notes. I want you to have your notepad out. I want you to have your pen out. I also want you to stay and pay very close attention, because very early on into the presentation, we are actually going to start leaking out some of our guests' actual businesses. You know, I'm going to talk about him. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about him as I do the introduction here in a few minutes. But I will tell you, all right, I will tell you right now that, I mean, you're about to be blown away today. The way this person has built and is building their business is unlike anyone or anything I have ever seen before. And today is, I mean, the system you're getting is something I believe everyone can do. So here's what we're going to do. Before we bring on our guest, before we welcome him, we're going to get the excitement up in the room, and we're going to make a commitment to keep the excitement at that level throughout the rest of the entire webinar, because that's what our guest deserves. All right, that's what he deserves. And so let's type in, I want you to type in a big yes, all capital letters, exclamation points, show him your excitement. He can see it, type it in right below. He can see it, I can see it, and I want to see the excitement. I want to see the energy so that we can all get absolutely pumped up. All right, we can all get absolutely pumped up. So let me start seeing them come in. I'm going to see who the first one is that I see, because it usually takes about 10, 20. Oh, there we go. We got Ade Aditoye. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. I apologize. Types in all capital letters with 3 exclamation points, super pumped, super excited. That's what I like to see, and now they're pouring in. We've got DJ, Paul, Frank, Norman, Gary, Mike, Jean, Diana, Kent, Ernie, Tracy, Gian, Walt, Steve, Spiros, Stainer, Dave, Mike. Oh my God, I could keep going. There's pages and pages of excitement going on right now. So listen, everyone, welcome, and here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do a countdown since we are at the top of the hour. I'm going to do a countdown for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome, everybody, to today's webinar. This is Anik Singhal, and I am so pumped up and so excited that you're here. Listen, you're going to learn some incredible things today, and I'm telling you right now that you're going to learn a system that you can put to effect right away for yourself. You're going to learn a system that you can genuinely start moving forward with today, and the whole theme of our session today is going to be how to make tremendous, tremendous mistakes. Okay, how to be able to build a business while making mistakes left, right, and center. How to earn while you learn, and how to give yourself the freedom to basically not play in a pool of aggressive marketers, not be competing with those who have tons of knowledge, expertise, and money and teams, but to play in your own pool where you can dominate. That's why we're going to talk today about these accidental weird niches, and you're going to see lots of live examples. And I'm really, really, really blessed to have our guest here today. Our guest is someone who I have known now for well over a decade. Probably we're talking 13, 14 years. One of the first friends I ever made when I came to the internet. One of the first friends I ever had the pleasure and the honor of speaking to, working with, and he's been a great guiding light. I have seen him change the lives of just thousands of people. Literally, I've watched it over the last decade. It's been an honor. And here's the best part I really want to put out there for you guys is there are very few people in the world who I turn to for marketing advice. I mean, think about it. I've been doing this stuff for 14, 15 years. I'd like to think I know what I'm doing. But Mark is someone who consistently adds revenue to my business with his advice, with his knowledge, with his insights, and with everything that he does. He has constantly brought more money. As a matter of fact, just less than 3 years ago, he tripled the amount of money I make from my affiliate campaigns. He changed the way, all because he is out there constantly testing and living the life. There's one number about him I want to leak out to you, which he told me earlier, a couple days ago, that just shocked me. And here's the number. He has over 85 little niche businesses on the internet. 85. Now, he said 12 of them generate 6 figures or more. Can you imagine? He is genuinely the master of this, and I am so proud and so happy to have him here today. And we're going to continue to talk the whole session. I'm going to be guiding. I'm the MC for you here today. So what you're about to master today is how an average guy is making millions, not even 620,000, millions across all the tiny niches. You're going to get 6 simple steps that you can literally go running with. You're going to see how a product that you would have thought is literally something that could be thrown away generates over $10,000 in 3 months. And you're going to also see exactly which weird products sell by the thousands, even while you're sleeping or on vacation. And the last but not least, we are going to revolutionize the way you think about traffic today. We are genuinely going to change the way you think about traffic. You're going to learn that you don't have to pay for it and you don't have to wait for it. You can actually have traffic pouring in just minutes by following the rules. But I always start with this. I always will. What we're teaching you, what we're showing you today is the knowledge. We're giving you the tools, the coaching. We are preparing you with everything that you need to know and need to have to be able to become successful. But you have to remember, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to acknowledge that. You have to know that this is a business. You have to know that it needs time and dedication and your hard effort. You're going to see a lot of big income proofs today, and you have to acknowledge that results are not the same for everyone. All right, so we don't answer questions like, hey, how long will I take to make money? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never met you before. I don't know anything about you and your business and your knowledge. But I can tell you right now that if you want to make a success out of anything on the internet, you have to be 100% prepared to give it at least 90 days of absolute determined hard effort. So if that is you, and if you understand we have to do this before we continue on, if you agree and if you understand that that this is what it is. You understand the disclaimer. You understand there are no guarantees here. I want you to type in a big loud yes. I want you to tell me, Mario, Walt, Phil, Luthi, Rod, everyone's typing this. You have to do this right now, guys. I need you to go down below, and I need you to make sure you acknowledge, you understand that this is on you. The business is on you. We don't make guarantees. We simply teach, coach, provide the tools, support you, and provide the network you need to be able to get to where you want to get in your life. All right, and I got a bunch of yeses, so we're going to move forward here. So now the first question that I need to start with asking, okay, the first question that I need to start with asking is, when is the best time to make money? When is the best time to make money? Well, you know what? Don't worry, because most people will get this question wrong. Most people get this question wrong, but it's because we've learned to associate time with money. We actually associate the two things together, and that's actually a really, really wrong thing to do. But isn't it true that there are people all over the world that don't make money? They collect money. There's a big concept there. And they do it without having to work. And those people are these people right here, investors. We all say Wall Street is so evil, Wall Street is this. We all talk about how the rich become richer. Money makes money, especially in today's political environment. I get it, right? So we learn to detest these people. We learn to hate them. They collect money whether they're sleeping, showering, snorkeling, or swimming. It doesn't matter. So really, they're able to make money while they're sleeping. They're collecting money while they're sleeping. You know why? That's the best time to make money. Because every morning when you wake up and you're richer than you were the day before, that signals to your mind that you're truly wealthy. It tells your mind, you know what? We are wealth. We don't have to work for our money. Now, till today, we've been taught, literally, society has taught us to hate the people who collect money without working. We've always said they're a special class, they make the game unfair, but today I'm here to tell you, stop trying to beat them and rather join them, but don't join them in the way that they do it. We found a better way. We found a more sneaky way. It allows anyone to collect money while sleeping, and you don't have to have a lot of money to start making money. That's the best part. It's just a 6-step, simple formula anyone can follow, and the results are simply astounding. They're simply amazing. All right? So, what do I mean by collecting money while sleeping? Well, look at this example right here. This is straight from Mark. He was able to earn, now you might not be able to see the little number at the bottom, it might be a little blurry, but look at the top. It's $3,500 earned in one day from one business. Don't forget what I told you. He's got 85 businesses, 12 of which are doing six figures. And one of them alone generated $3,500 in one day. One day. So many of you told me you would want to make 2, 3, 4, 5,000 a month and it would change your life. And here, before 6 a.m., while he was sleeping, he earned over $925 while sleeping. And you know what? Here's the best part. It was one of the accidental businesses. It was one of the businesses he hadn't touched in months. It was one of the businesses where he made mistake after mistake. It was a business where most marketers would look at it and laugh. Yet, still, the joke was on everybody else because Mark is building these businesses left, right, and center. Another business that is just amazing here. Another one, a separate one than what you just saw. $7,193 collected in one weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Now, I'm going to take a pause and tell you something about Mark that I have grown to absolutely admire. I love this about him, and it's become somewhere where he's a bit of a role model even for me. The man is truly a family man. He puts his family before everything. I love the fact that at a certain time in the day, Mark's done with work. The weekends, forget about it. He's got 2 lovely boys. He wants to spend his time with his children. So he's not working, I promise you, during this time. But yet, just one of his businesses, over $7,000. When he comes back on Monday, he's richer. And all he did was he went out jet boating with his family. You know, he went out skiing. Look at this. This is another business, separately, $26,000 in one weekend while he's out jet boating with his family in Queenstown, New Zealand. How much more freedom can you possibly have? How much more freedom can life possibly bring to you when this is the situation you're living in? You can do all of this. You can do all of this. You can be making more money by not working than you are by working. And you know, I can't help it, but here's another one. Another business at the same time, $71.93 in one weekend, and Mark's out skiing in Whistler, British Columbia. I don't see like a laptop in his hands. Do you guys see any kind of computer or laptop? I don't think so. He's not working. He's skiing. He's loving life. That's what he's doing, and that's what we all want to do. We want to be able to spend more time with our mothers and our fathers, our children, our husbands, our wives, our family. And what happens many times is when we start to work twice as hard to make twice the amount of money, we start to make the money and we forget why we were doing it. And all of a sudden, we're not spending any time with our families. So don't do that. Look for true freedom. And you know what? When you go into these big, competitive, crazy, huge niches, you're going to have to work twice as hard. You have to, because you're competing against the biggest and the baddest. Now, this is where I'm going to bring Mark on, because this part is really fun. So we're going to have Mark on for a minute here. Listen, there's a picture of me, and there's a picture of Mark, okay? Do we look like we are advanced specialists in the topic of written and inspirational wedding speeches and toasts? You know, hey Mark, just be honest with us. Are you a wedding toast specialist?
No, not at all. Not at all.
and I'm not either, guys. I promise you. I've given one in my life, and it was not good. And look at this business of his. It's absolutely. You know what? I'm going to be honest, and I don't mean this with any disrespect, but if somebody other than Mark showed me this and said, hey, this is a great business, want to buy it? I would laugh at them in their face. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's flat out ugly. It's riddled with horrendous mistakes. Mark, I want to turn things over to you for a minute. Now, we're going to introduce you later. We're going to talk about you as who you are, what you've done. But I love this topic so much. I love what we've put together here. You're what I like to say, accidental business model. That I want to start with that. I want you to, can you show us some of your accidental businesses? Can you show us and talk to us about, tell us about how many mistakes you make along the way.
Yeah, sure. So you want me to take over the screen and show websites?
Yeah,
on screen?
Please. Yeah, show us a couple of these businesses.
Okay. I'll just really quickly mention about that particular wedding speeches one. The reason why it hasn't been touched in many years, and it still makes money, but the reason why it hasn't been touched is just because it's not even in my top 20 websites that I've got out there. So that's what happens. Like, if you do produce a lot of money makers, some of them you'll leave just to sit there. You know it's a good product and stuff, but it's not the focus. So that's what happened. It still made over $200,000 though, and continues to make money without being a huge earner. Because when I say 200,000 is not a huge earner, that's because that's over like almost a decade. But still, it's it just shows it's pretty amazing how well the system works. Okay, so I'll take over the screen, and I will. Just gonna click the button, show my screen, share. Just make sure that you should be able to see my screen.
You're good. I can see the hurricane method.
Hurricane method. Okay, this is one that I built really recently in front of a live group of students. Okay, really, really recently. So it's brand new. It's already made its first 200 sales. Actually converts very, very, very well. If you decide to become one of my students later, you'll watch this grow into a site that makes thousands of dollars per week. Like this is, I already know it's going to be a home run based on the initial sales of this. And this is in a niche I knew nothing about, how to write a novel. Okay, so there's many other niches though. How about like yumpaleo.com? I'm into paleo cooking, so I thought, I really was quite passionate about it and decided I want to get in and make a site with lots of paleo cooking recipes and stuff like that on it. And another site is I've done rocketlanguages.com. That's one that you might look at it and say, wow, I might not, that's quite a big site, but bear in mind that it started out, if I go
hey,
way...
Mark, give me one sec. Everyone's saying they can't see your screen, so I'm going to try to flip it back to you. Let's see. I'm watching too. It's stuck on my screen for some reason, which is very odd. So let's see. All right, guys, bear with us for 1 second. We're having a little bit of a Google Hangout issue. No idea why it's stuck on my screen. So what I'm going to try to do, Mark, is flip over. And maybe I can show your... So I'll tell you what, Mark, tell me which... maybe what we can do here instead is I'll go to the URLs. You tell me which URLs to go to.
Okay, sure. Okay, so if you go to rocketlanguages.com as an example.
Yep.
But I want you to also load up the Wayback Machine, like archive.org/web.
All right, archive.org/web.
Rocket Languages is a multi-million-dollar company now. It's even been, of mine. Or at least one that I set up that I originally founded. I have sold a lot of my shares in this company for millions of dollars because it's been successful, and I still get really, really high dividends from that company all the time. But if you go in the Wayback Machine and type in Rocket Languages, type rocketspanish.com or something like that. I think that should show you if you type that into the Wayback Machine. I've lost your screen. Where are we? Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
now click on one of those pages.
Date range.
Yeah, so click on one of those pages from 2006, say. I just want to show you how every site that I ever set up starts out looking like the most ugly piece of garbage, but that's where it starts. That is the start of any site. Even now, like with the hurricane method, I mean, it's slightly prettier than this, but every site starts out looking ugly. It doesn't matter. Ugly sells really, really well, and then later on you can pay money, pretty things up, do what you want if you wish to. It doesn't matter. Okay, I just wanted to give that example. So this is the hurricane method now, and that's what it looks like, and it still sells really well. So ugly sites can sell well. So many other niches. I mean, if you want to load up, say, salewho.com, that's in the wholesale sourcing and supplying niche. Or if you want to look up, say, I don't know, like manifestationmiracle.com in the law of attraction niche. I co-own that.
Manifestation.
So I co-own that with the author.
My flash is out of date, so...
Oh, okay.
I'll fix that.
Yeah,
Mark,
that's going really well. Numerous other niches anyway, and I don't want to take up all the time just showing website after website, but there's certainly dozens of them. Like I'll show you one more, like Jamarama.com, learn guitar. I'll let you.
All right. What is the wedding speeches site?
Weddingspeechforyou.net.
And you know what's funny, Mark? I think the screen it's currently showing is actually your screen, which is
Oh, so now it's gone back to now it's showing my screen.
yeah, it
Really?
looks like it. So yeah, if you want to, because yeah, if you wanted to show, it just seems like it's bouncing back and forth between mine. Now it's on mine. It's just Google Hangout being funny. Wedding speech. What was it? Wedding speeches.
Oh, maybe I've typed it in. Not sure what's going on there. Now it's not even loading up for some reason.
There you go.
So,
Listen, everyone, this
here
is
we go.
what
No,
we're
it's
saying.
.com, sorry. WeddingSpeechView.com. I don't know why I thought it was .net.
Okay, can I take a minute to laugh about that, guys? This is what I love about this business model. Mark doesn't even remember the domain name of it, so you know it's been hands off for him. But check this out right here. This is what I joke about, and I say this is not difficult to create, especially when you're following a simple and straightforward model. Right?
No.
This is when you're able to make mistake after mistake after mistake and still make that business work for you. And that's the whole goal here. That's what we're going for, because you need to be in a place where you can do something like that. So, Mark, tell us something. You know, right now, even in your top businesses, the ones that are your top 20, are they perfect? Are there still lots of mistakes in them, or?
Well, honestly, if I didn't have so much ADHD and just can't sit still, I would be doing even better if all I'd done was focused on one of them and taken it to the nth degree. I mean, you know it. You know, sites like Facebook and stuff, they didn't like start up a million businesses at once. You know, so even if you can be better than me and just focus on one niche, you're going to take it even further. You know. So no, I haven't been perfect at all in any of these. That's the thing. You don't have to be perfect.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, listen, Mark, thank you so much for sharing that. Guys, we're going to get back here real quick. We're going to come back to these sites. Mark's going to talk to you a lot more about the different niches, so don't worry about that part yet. But what I wanted to do is take a minute to really show you just how the variety of what we're going to build together, okay? And Mark, by the way, I figured it out. The sites, whoever's screen shows is the person talking. So I just figured that out. It's not letting me lock onto screens. That's why it was creating confusion. So we will do great with that. Now here's a part we didn't talk about, guys. That wedding speeches site, over $200,000 in the last 8 years of pure profit. $200,000. So many of you are saying, I'd love to be able to make an extra few thousand a month, right? I want you to type in yes, a loud, big yes right now. If being able to make all these mistakes, creating what I think is a very ugly site, an ugly business, but still make $200,000, would that change your life? Would that make an impact? I want to see a big, loud yes. Albert says yes. I'm starting to see. Absolutely, says Shelly. Steven says yes. Oh, they're pouring in now. Stainer, Gerald, Judith, Paul, DJ. You got Norman, Gabrielle, Janos, Betty, Symphony, Shelly, Steven, Albert, tons more coming in. So absolutely, guys, it would make a huge difference. All right, now here's the thing. We've seen so many incredible business models on the internet, right? There's e-commerce, there's Google AdSense, there's blogging, there's affiliate marketing, there's list building, there's selling products, there's consulting. The list goes on and on. You've seen them all, but we found one main reason why most people are failing with these online business models, and that is you have to be perfect. You have to be perfect to do them. And that is a problem. Okay? Because you know what? You're just starting. Let's face it. It's tough. It's not easy. I get it. I've been there. It took me 18 months of struggling when I first started. And today our goal, Mark, mine, mission, Mark and my mission is to make it so you guys don't have to take that much time. But if you want to do that, if you go into the biggest niches, right, the problem is you're going to be floating, you're going to be swimming with the biggest fish, the sharks. Because they got money, they got teams, they got knowledge, expertise. We want you to be able to do it by making mistakes. So that's the problem with all the other business models is you have to start with money, you have to start with knowledge, and you have to be perfect. And here we're saying, look, you don't have to be the head. You don't have to be behind. You could be the middle fish. You could be the average Joe, make tons of mistakes, and still kill it, and still do very well. Here's another business. You know, Mark told me when he introduced this business of his to me, he was so humble about it. He goes, oh, well, this business does okay. I know I could do a lot better with this. And I looked at it, and he's generating over $91,000 every month. $91,000 every month, all right, every single month. And yet it's still something he considers to be riddled with mistakes. And it's in the law of attraction niche. Mark considers himself a personal development junkie and owns a few different sites like this. And the sites as a whole earn him about $100,000 per month. Notice one thing. If you ever go to this website, you won't see Mark's name on it. You're not going to see Mark standing there. Mark's not on the video. Mark's not presenting. Okay, this is far from perfection, but what we're basically doing is we're just being average Joe. Being average Joe gets you there. So one more thing, I can hear you arguing right now. I want you to type in a yes, and I want you to be honest with me. It's okay. Trust me, I understand this. All right, we're getting some people saying that there's sound issue. So if my team could confirm if there's any kind of sound issue, there really shouldn't be. And Mark, can you hear me fine?
I can hear you absolutely fine.
All right,
but,
I'm going to continue on. If you guys are having a little bit of an issue, guys, just bear with us. It'll go away. But type in right now, yes. If you've ever had this debate go in, I can hear you arguing. If you've ever had this, hey, Mark's an expert, man. Mark's been doing this forever. Okay, so if he can, doesn't mean if he can do it, I can do it. If the thought crossed your mind, be honest. It's okay. Trust me. It's absolutely okay. Now we've got a lot of you. Juan, John, Ingwin, Kim, Aaron. Well, Aaron said no. Dana, Elizabeth, Amarjeet. A lot of people saying yes. No problem. Well, guess what? We're here to prove to you. Meet Jackson. Jackson is one of Mark Ling's top students. 100% new to the world of online marketing when he first came on. He was just scratching the surface of the 6 steps. And look at what he's able to create. He's now $56,000 in 14 days. You guys are talking about making a few thousand a month, and here I'm talking about one of Mark's students, not Mark, one of Mark's students who is brand new, $56,000. Now he goes and starts a new business doing up to $400 per day. All right? Meet Morgan. $26,582 in the last 6 months, and sales are still coming in. And he says flat out it's because of Mark's training. It's because of Mark's coaching. It's because of what Mark taught him. And it doesn't stop there. But listen, the system you're about to learn. We're about to get into the 6 steps now. So go ahead and grab your piece of paper, grab your pens. We're about to get started. Remember one thing, and remember a few things about this business. First and foremost, you are allowed to be imperfect. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to earn while you learn rather than having to wait months and months and months and invest all that time and energy. And you are allowed to collect money. Okay, collect money in your sleep. Not make it. Collect it. That's what this system is about. So now I want to personally introduce you to the genius behind such an amazing system. Mark, can you just take like 2 minutes, man? Tell us a little bit about yourself, because I know you, and one thing I know about you is you weren't meant to be an online marketer. I mean, that wasn't your calling. You never thought, I don't think 20 years ago you would have looked forward and thought this is going to be what you're doing today. But tell us a little bit more about kind of you, your business, how you got started, and why it is that you believe everyone who's here today can do exactly what you've done.
Honestly, I was over $120,000 in debt. I tried a lot of different systems. By the way, I was kind of on the lookout for something. I was trying to go from one consolidation loan to another. I was working in a call center that I absolutely. I couldn't stand the job because it was so repetitive. Like every time, it was just every 10 minutes I had to pick up a phone saying, "Welcome to claims. You're speaking to Mark," and go through the same spiel and everything, and help answer motor vehicle claims for insurance and stuff. And I was never going to be able to get out of this debt. I had no idea. I was in this cold, rundown house driving a 1977 Mazda 808 car, and anyway, things were pretty bleak, but I was a bit of a personal development junkie, to be honest. I was even doing affirmations, like saying, I'm the kind of person who finds it easier to make money. I would say that for about 5 minutes a day, every day out loud, just rewiring my brain, based on this law of attraction program I was going through. And, I was doing I was on the lookout, and the moment I discovered affiliate marketing, thanks to a friend of mine called Charlie, who was only making about $50 a month with it, that's what led me in to discover all of this stuff, and then learning about how to find out what people are looking for online, and and how to create stuff for them and stuff. It all went from there, and totally turned my life around. And that's why I'm really, really excited to teach this to you guys. By the way, like now is the absolute best time in the whole history of the internet to start this. Nowadays there's more traffic sources than ever before. Way more sources of traffic. There's more people buying online, because back then people didn't even trust buying on the internet. There's more people buying online now. There's more affiliates that want to promote your products. Back then there was hardly any. there's just so many reasons why. You know, I believe that in 15 years from now, there will be people looking back and saying, man, I wish I got started 15 years ago. Like, they'll be saying now was the time to start, you know. So anyway, I'll let
That's
you carry on.
amazing. Absolutely amazing, Mark. I mean, one of the things with you that we always laugh about is we call Mark the accidental millionaire. That's what he likes to say because he's made his first sale online by accident, then simply repeated his formula over and over and over again. We say he has the Midas touch, but it's not. It's literally, he always says, he's like, I don't have any fancy touch. I just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it just works, which is what I think is so brilliant about this. Now, why am I presenting to you today? Why am I here? Why are you here? Why am I so excited to bring this to you? Because, quite honestly, Mark has helped me make millions of dollars using his system, and it's about time that he launched something like this to the world. And so I said, once I saw that this was something he was doing, I was sold. I begged Mark to be able to present this to you guys because I know the power behind his knowledge, his experience, and what he's done. And today, like I said, what I love about Mark's system is you get to earn while you learn. You get the freedom to make mistakes, and you get to profit in niches you don't even know anything about. One of the biggest debates, one of the biggest arguments we get back from students is, well, I'm not an expert in anything. I don't have a passion in anything. As much as I disagree with you completely that that's not possible, but I'm here to concede and tell you, listen, you know, Mark showed you something called the Hurricane Method. He just recently started that site. He went recently into the, it's how to write a novel. Mark, have you ever written a novel before?
No.
No, he's not. But, you know, he found it, thought it sounded interesting, put the right research together.
I went and outsourced it. I hired somebody, and if you ever become one of my students, you'll get to see all of that, you know, how I went about hiring her and just got her, you know, just, you can outsource to other writers. You can write things yourself. I teach you how to do that too, absolutely. But you can just pay someone else to do it for you.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is really important for you guys to know this. So now, you know what? Today's fastest path to making 5 figures, 6 figures, even 7 figures. Hey, those of you who want to make 4 figures a month and you know that your life will change, you can tell already. That should be easy. That should be something you can totally cross over because the system you're learning is capable of making 7, 8 figures. So imagine the amount of mistakes that you're capable of making. So with that said, Mark, I'm going to turn things over to you. I'm taking notes. I know everybody else is taking notes, but before we do that, can we all type in Mark with all capital letters at that little box right below? Type in Mark, all capital letters in that box right below. Let's get the excitement going. Let Mark see that you guys are pumped to hear his system that he's taken years to put together. Okay, years to put together, and he's just handing it over to you. He's handing it over to you right now. So I want to see a bunch of Mark. There we go. Helena, Lucas, or the first two. Nathaniel, Steve, John, Daphne, Denise, Ingwin, Betty, Pat, Mark. I hope you can see this, man. People are pumped and excited. Martha writes, Mark, Mark, Mark. All right, Shelly's super stoked. So Mark, take it away, man. We're ready to learn your 6 steps.
Awesome, awesome. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not letting me choose my, I'm just going to try that again. See if it's letting me choose my, my window. Can you see it? It's working now?
Yes.
Cool. It just didn't appear as an option, and then suddenly it did. Okay, so I call this my 6 steps, my screw up as much as possible and still make a ton of money system. I say screw up as much as possible because I'm the, you know, I'm the kind of guy that learns from making mistakes. You know, just like a child that's learning how to ride a bike who, you know what, they're not going to get it perfect first time, but every time they fall off, as long as they are still trying and learning by doing, they'll get there. So, you know, I don't know how many of you guys identify with this, but I find it easier to learn by doing. Like if I want to learn how to drive a car, I want to be in the car actually driving it, not sitting in a classroom being taught by instructors before I get in the car. I need to be in there doing it. And so I make a lot of mistakes along the way, but I also get there faster as a result. So, you know, I'm a mistake maker, self-confessed. I make a lot of mistakes, but, you know, the beauty of making money on the internet is you can make mistakes along the way and be making money while you're making mistakes, you know, so that's pretty awesome. You know, make thousands and thousands of dollars across dozens and dozens of different accounts. You know, this one's here is a little snapshot recently from the guided meditations niche. So guided meditations niche. This is from the wholesale sourcing and supplying niche, 142,000 in 56 days, and then 133,000 the previous 56 days. It just carries on at around about that rate all year round. This is in the law of attraction niche, over $6,000 from a single day. promoting a guided visualization program. But anyway, let's get into these 6 steps. So, step number 1, choose a magic honeypot. So that's where you're going to be choosing your profitable niche, so to speak, and we'll get into that in a moment. Step number 2, formulate your magic potion strategy. So that's going to be, essentially, it's like a unique sales proposition in a way. Like, it's where you're going to stand out from the crowd, but it's a bit better than that and different. Create an edutainment product and sales page. We'll get into that soon. Create a website. It's a lot easier than anyone thinks. In fact, I've had 15 students beta testing my program recently, and even the students that are aged 60 plus are able to do this, because it is that straightforward these days. It's just the time that we live in on the internet, where there are push-button solutions. Saying that, you can pay somebody under $100 to do it for you as well, very, very easily. Automate traffic. You'll learn all about that in step number 5. We'll get to that. And optimize conversions, and that is optional, but it will allow you to double and triple your earnings, so you'll probably will want to do it. So you start by choosing a money honeypot. What I like to do is I like to just start by proving that there is a market. I don't need to know where all the traffic is going to come from, where these visitors are magically going to come from. I don't need to know that just yet. I just need to know, are people spending a bunch of money in this niche that I'm entering into? So there are thousands of niches out there. You know, I may even have an idea going into it. Is there a niche for this? You know, and then I can check. You know, one place I can check is by going to magazines.com. Companies do not spend millions of dollars producing magazines month in, month out on a topic that does not have an audience. So if you were to go into that site and find, for instance, that there is a, let's say you were to find a magazine on model trains, then you're going to find that, okay, if there's a magazine about model trains, then there's obviously an audience of people interested in model trains. So yes, you could build a business around that. You may find that there's something to do with childcare for children under the age of 5, and then then you'll know, okay, there's a parenting magazine, therefore that must be quite a big niche that I could enter into. Same goes for, you know, all sorts of other things. For dummies, the same thing. You know, $1 billion company, they're not going to invest in how-to books and so on topics that are not of interest to a lot of people. So it's a good way to check if there's an existing audience and to come up with ideas. All right, Amazon.com. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love using Amazon.com. I'm just going to switch over and show my browser window now. So can you see my browser window, Anik?
Hey, yeah, sorry, I can.
You can. Okay, so if I go to Amazon.com, I just go to books, I click search. Okay, just another way to find profitable niches. Now, about 0.01% of people that buy a book on Amazon bother to go back and leave a review. But by looking at those numbers of reviews that have been left, I'm able to tell which books and which niches are selling really well. So if I look down into these categories, like those sort of how-to type categories, I could go into any one of these categories. Let's say I jumped into the self-help category, and I can look inside this category, and there's all of these different types of things in here, like, for instance, like handwriting analysis, for instance. I could go in here and say, okay, handwriting analysis, all right, there's one book here, it's got 204 reviews, another one with 158 reviews, another one with 118 reviews. All I'm looking for is to see that there's at least 3 books that have at least 30 plus reviews. So I know the handwriting niche, that's actually going to be a very profitable niche. I can tell already by looking at this. So, you know, totally could join that niche if I wanted to, and I know that the money is there. That's what I'm looking for. Gratitude journals. Okay, 31. All right, so let's have a look. Let's go back. I'll just look up books and type gratitude journal. Because what if I was to make a product that was just all about gratitude journals? You know, and it could even have a whole lot of things that you could put into your gratitude journal. It could have a whole lot of, positive statements and stuff like that. Let's have a look. 130, 229. Not so many on that one. That one there. It's gratitude journal. 102. Secret gratitude book. 420. So gratitude journals, definitely. You could make a whole product around that and know that there's a massive audience out there that want to buy. So that's how I find my niches. That's how I go about uncovering it. All right, so I will go back to the PowerPoint now. So this has all been showing correctly on screen, Anik?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. There we go. All right, so you should be able to see my PowerPoint screen again. Now, Amazon.com, here, this one, the Wine Bible, here. So if I was to do a bit more research, you'd probably find 134 reviews. You probably could do a whole website about wine and make great sales. Stained glass making, there's just so many kitschy little niches, and you can have a lot of fun with this. Guys, can you see why I find this a lot of fun? Good. Yeah, can you see yourself having a lot of fun doing this stuff? Type in if yes, if you can see yourself doing this, or imagine if I was taking you step by step through the whole process. Imagine if you were watching me build one of these, and you were just copying and pasting and following along at your own pace, And imagine if me and my staff were there to just help you along the way if you had any problems. Can you imagine yourself doing this and finding this to be a fun model? Like, can you imagine owning one of these money magnets? Would you enjoy owning just one of these? One of these, that's a mortgage payment, or you can quit your day job with one of these. So anyway, I sort by reviews. I look for at least 30, and I can gauge demand. And weird and unexpected niches are often the best. Wilderness survival tips, gut health tips, how to believe in yourself. There's literally hundreds of niches. Franz, one of my students, he started with me in my training. He's in the gaming niche, and he is making over $3,500 every single week, US dollars, in the gaming niche. I would have thought it's quite a weird, kitschy little niche, and he's doing extremely well. This is one of my recent students. I had 15 people beta testing my program recently, and he's making over $1,000 a week in the how to command respect niche. So it's for people that want more presence. They want to be respected more by their husband or by their wife or by the other people at work, when they go to work, or their boss. So it's the how to command respect niche, doing extremely well. And this is a site that's only just kicking off. So, it's only he's been making week in, week out for about 6 weeks now, over $1,000 a week, and is on track to grow that significantly. So step number 2 is where you formulate your magic potion strategy. Okay, magic potion, that's a shocking statement that expresses ease, a little controversy, something unexpected. So this is the reason why I don't have to be salesy or a great writer or marketer. A few magic potion words can actually help sell a product. Like, for example, if I was entering the weight loss niche, then I'd be thinking along the lines of okay, something unexpected. How about lose weight while eating donuts? Okay, so that would be sort of part of the magic potion. That's what I call the hook part. And then the actual mechanism part of your magic potion, so to speak, is the every other day diet. So let's say you can eat donuts every second day, but on every other day you're doing intermittent fasting, say. So that would be the magic potion behind it, though. So I'd probably call it the every other day diet. And if someone was opening one of the emails promoting it, or opening a banner ad, or seeing a post on Facebook or something for it, it would say lose weight while eating donuts ? And there'd be a picture of a donut. So that's that curiosity statement that gets them in there and makes them want this program over the thousands of other programs out there. And you don't have to be number 1, by the way. In a niche like weight loss with billions of dollars being spent, you can be number 200 and still be making a pile of cash. That's the thing. People don't realize how big the world is. Some people don't realize just, that there are just billions of people online searching for stuff and that are, wanting to buy these kind of products all the time. Get your ex back. Most people say, show change, communicate openly, ask for forgiveness, blah, blah, blah. My friend Michael set up a site called Text Your Ex Back. So it's tiny little text messages that you can copy and paste and swipe from me to send to your ex to win them back. And it includes a lot of training on what to do, to rebuild a relationship and stuff like that. That is, 80% the same as everyone else's stuff, but his magic potion is the text messages. All right. Weight loss, I've already covered that. Parrot training. Let's say if I was making a course in parrot training, I wouldn't call it how to train your parrot or parrot training for newbies. It sounds too generic. I would call it something like the mother bird approach to parrot training. Just like in the writing book, I didn't call it how to write a novel. I called it the hurricane method. Okay, and we're focusing on the hurricane method to writing a novel. So you've got to give it a little bit of a magic potion. Give your methods names. Every method that you have in your program, give it a fancy name. It makes so much difference to standing out. Looking online at just seeing what other people are doing. There's Ryan's Shed Plans. Now the Gravity, that just means that other people are promoting him, and over 81 different affiliates on average per week are making sales for him. So he can just sit there. He doesn't even have to drive his own traffic. Other affiliates are sending it for him. So I know from my own experience, Gravity of 81 means he's making probably over 10,000 a week at a guess. That's one way or another, it's several thousands. This is an interesting sort of magic potion formula for the headline. Most brownies make you fat, but I've got a quick and simple recipe for you to enjoy delicious fat-burning brownies. Great, and the Gravity's 37, so I know this site is making at least around $1,000 a week or more. In fact, I've got sites with Gravities of around 40 and 50 that are making 5,000 to 7,000, so it could be anywhere up that high. Now, this site here, it's obviously doing at least several $100s a week. This is in how to remove tattoos. So that's really, really interesting. And what if I told you I'll hand you countless magic potions, make you a master of creating them, or even formulate it with you if that's what you need. Okay? So type yes if you've just had any sort of aha moment. I mean, I really hope that I'm getting it across to you about the magic potions and how strategy and how important it is and how it can mean that you don't have to have the perfect sales copy because people want your thing. They're already sold by your method being just that bit more unique and interesting. Cool, awesome. I hope you guys are feeling the energy here and are gaining great value. So step number 3. This step allows you to create profit from niches that you know nothing about. So you don't even have to know anything about the niche that you're entering into. Over half the niches I enter into, I don't know anything about. Some niches I enter into because I'm particularly passionate about it, and that's awesome and it's a lot of fun. And then some niches I'm like, that looks really interesting. I'd like to get into that and know more about it and make something really cool. And I end up making heaps of profits in it. So everyone tries to sell information, but this almost never works. Okay, there's a lot of information products out there that are honestly drop dead boring. That's why they'll go to a bookstore, they'll buy a couple of books on a certain topic, but they'll find, it reads like a textbook, and in the end they end up coming online and buying products like mine in all sorts of different niches, and that's why they buy. Like at the end of the day, even if you think, hey, I would never buy a product online, you know what? The world is a huge place. You only need about 2% of, or 1% even of people that come to your site to actually want to buy, to make a lot of money, to make a pile of money, because the world is actually a lot bigger than what a lot of people appreciate. So a lot of people will visit your site. And the biggest key, on top of having a magic potion strategy, is edutainment. So that's why, we have these sort of, semi-hyped up sales copies or video sales letters and so forth. And, edutainment. People want to be entertained and educated. So that's both in the sales material and in the product itself. All right, and I teach you that, step by step in my program, exactly how to do it properly. And I hope, though, that you might get some idea about how to do it even from what you're watching right now, because I'll fit in as much training as I can fit into the time frame right now.
Yes? It looks like, could you share your screen one more time? It looks like it went off and we're just seeing your picture. So if we could just hit share one more time.
Yes.
That would be awesome. And I'll let you know as soon as it's back. All right, we're good.
Okay, cool, awesome. Okay, so edutainment. So that is the big key, all right? You're not selling an information product, you're selling an edutainment product. And the way I teach it is totally different to what anyone else teaches, and that's why these sell like crazy, the kinds of products I put out there. Okay, so, and by the way, I've revealed a bunch of my profitable websites, but I've got a lot of exclusive websites of mine that are doing extremely well that I only reveal to my members that you'll get to learn from as well if you do decide to learn from me. My product process is the golden nugget to my success. The number one secret to selling information is no one actually wants to learn. People crave involvement, not education. Okay, so you make it interactive and fun, and it'll sell itself. Okay, that's why I can sell in the craziest of niches, take on any persona or brand. The marketing almost doesn't matter. Like, think about this, guys. People don't want, say, to learn from you. They want the results. You don't actually want to learn from me. I mean, you might think you want to learn from me, but really, you just want to own one of these websites, don't you? You want to own a site, just like one of mine. You want to have one too, and probably you may even want to have multiple of these sites. You want to go to sleep, wake up in the morning and find that money's in your account so that you've got more freedom to spend with your family and friends and so forth. Okay, and that's the big key. So that step in the middle, the learning, you've got to make it more engaging, entertaining, and for people to believe that your learning is going to be more engaging and entertaining, that's why you need the magic potion, the strategy, and a more entertaining level of sales copy that actually gets people to want to buy, because then they think, oh, great, someone with personality, I want to learn from that. So anyway, I'll carry on. Here's a niche I'm not an expert in. It's the meditation niche. That's $2,332 in 1 week, and that's just half of this account co-owned with the author. This is one of my students' websites. Now, he's in the want to understand men niche. So it's basically dating and relationships advice for women. But he's called his the penguin method because penguins mate for life, right? Penguins mate for life. So he keeps going back to that analogy. So that's his little magic potion formula or hook to make his stand out, because he's the only one teaching the penguin method. So, and it's doing extremely well, several $100s per week. And by the way, you don't have to create it yourself. While I do teach my students step by step how to create their own product, because I know that around about 60% of people like to create it themselves, and that's fun, and that whole process is actually very straightforward and easy, a lot easier than you ever would have imagined. Very, very straightforward. I haven't seen anyone not be capable of doing it thus far. Including a grandmother and a grandfather who are in the middle of the program, so. But you can pay someone else to do it for you. So you can go on Upwork and pay someone else to, write a book, or pay someone else to make videos for you if it's a video-based program, or there's all sorts of stuff you can do to outsource anything. Like some people say, oh, I want to write half the book myself, but there's certain chapters I just want to pay someone else to write for me, and there you go, just jump on Upwork, or iWriter or somewhere else. You can let someone else edutain for you, and I do teach you how to do that properly and make sure you get high quality writers producing the right kind of work for you in my program. Now remember, because of my proven 6-step formula, even if you know nothing about the niche, you can still make big money. And what if I told you I've created 15 done-for-you elements, soon to be 30 plus in the coming weeks, and it will grow to way more than that over time. But I'm building up a vault so that you can, to help you in creating your own product. All right, so imagine this. Let's say you're entering a niche to do with personal development. Now, you've probably seen these kind of websites or sales copies. Usually there are bonuses that go with the program. So you make this product great. Let's say, for instance, you decide your product's going to have 12 videos where you teach how to train a dog in 12 easy videos, say. Or let's say you're teaching, personal development. Let's say you're teaching somebody how to be happy, the 12 secrets to ultimate happiness, and that happens to be, a little book, say, an online book that people can download and read. Then you're going to want to include some bonuses with that, and that can take, a bit of time, to be honest, and I've done that for you. So so you could just grab a couple of these: 12 principles of personal achievement, mindfulness and inner peace, or even this one, 15 instant motivation boosters and procrastination killers. That would work. I've even done interviews with industry experts. You can use those and include those as bonuses. So I've definitely saved you guys a lot of time, and I'm taking requests from my students so that I'm going to be creating a lot more, so that I can save you time without doing your actual main offer for you, so that your main offer still has your own magic potion strategy, and that's key, but saves you a ton of time. And it's almost too easy to outsource getting your website created. I have people available that can do it for well under $100 for you, so you don't even have to know anything about putting a website up. You could just pay someone to do it for you, or you could do what most of my students do and just follow my step-by-step on-screen instructions and just chuck your site up using Instabuilder. Take you, a matter of minutes to get the template of your site online, because there are templates in Instabuilder, and then you just fill it in like using Microsoft Word. So if you can use Microsoft Word, you'll be able to do this. I've never seen anyone that can't, to be honest. It's very, very straightforward, but my team and I are there to help you anyway, even if you encounter any mistakes along the way or difficulties. This is one of my ugliest but proudest websites, and yet still makes sales. So even ugly websites do well. And you can even get it done for as little as $5. The contacts that I would put you on to would be more like, say, $60 or $70, and they'll have your whole website set up for you. And I know, because I use them myself, so I know that they're very good. But I've noticed that on Upwork, there are people charging as low as $5 to set up your website for you. So, there's no excuse for any not being able to do it, because there's no technology barrier, because you can either do it yourself, follow my instructions, or just get someone else to do it. No issues at all. It's not cheating if someone else does something for you. That is just it's just good business sense. And anything I teach, you can pay someone else. That's the thing, if you wish to. Okay, so now you've got a quick and easy website. You need some quick and easy traffic to drive to it. And now I do teach my students a lot of different traffic approaches, because everyone's got different things that they're going to be interested in, whether they want to do Google traffic, YouTube traffic, Facebook traffic. I teach everything that I do, I teach, but you only really need one source of traffic. And most affiliate millionaires that I know actually don't even use this, and they don't even use this. They don't buy traffic, they don't create articles and all of that, and to get social media traffic or SEO and so forth. Most people just use borrowed traffic, which means they put their offer out there, they follow my approach to make sure that it's quite magnetic, and they list it in an affiliate marketplace, and they get traffic from affiliates. So other people are promoting you. They are earning a commission on the sales. You don't have to send them any paychecks, because the moment the transaction gets processed by the transaction provider, that they receive their commission and you receive yours. So what you do is, on your website, you just put a little payment button, which is given to you by ClickBank, which is really, really straightforward and easy. My team could set that up for you if they have to, if you really don't want to do it yourself. But to be honest, it's very, very fast and easy to do. It's so straightforward if you follow my step-by-step instructions. And ClickBank is the ones that are going to be sending you paychecks every fortnight. All the sales you've made, they'll send you the paycheck, but they will pay your affiliates for you. So let's say an affiliate is promoting you and they earn a commission. Let's say they earn 50%, or maybe you'll pay them 75% commission, and then you will receive your portion from ClickBank. And so you're borrowing traffic. There's affiliates are driving it for you. They already have websites out there, or they've already got over 100,000 newsletter subscribers on their newsletter, or what have you, and they are willing to promote other offers that are set up in the way that I teach you, because I teach you how to make a high quality product that people will love, that people want. I teach you how to do it quickly, swiftly, and easily, and how to make it so that people want to buy the thing. So you'll learn every element of sales copywriting made easy, and even if you make mistakes, people still want to buy. Okay, so right now there's hundreds of affiliates that want to give you traffic. Here is one of my websites in the personal development niche. 2.2 million page views in 3 months, and that's almost entirely from affiliates. Almost entirely from affiliates. So I'm not like sitting there doing search engine optimization or Facebook marketing or whatever. I just like sit there and the traffic just comes in because affiliates want to promote the offer. Fantastic. And step 6 is where you optimize conversions. I give you my simple sales page templates. I teach you exactly how to go about it. I've got a templated approach to sales videos that works and converts extremely well. So you can keep your most focus on edutainment, and you earn while you learn and optimize. And you only need to focus on urgent problems. You don't need to. This step can be skipped, but most of you will want to do it. You'll want to just keep testing things. Like once you've got a site that's making sales, you might want to test a new headline, or you might want to try something different about how you've worded certain things inside your copy, or you just keep optimizing from there. And that's where my team and I are there to help offer suggestions for things that you can do that might boost sales even further. So best part about step number 6, you can still screw up 2, 3, even 4 of the 6-part strategy and still win big. So great niche, great product, sells itself. Weak magic potion, still gets sales. Need an offer made, outsource it all. Worried about tech? It's incredibly cheap to outsource. Automate traffic? Just borrow it from affiliates. And 100% you can skip optimization and still get sales, though you'll make more if you do it, and you'll probably want to. Okay, so now you can see why this can be a perfect bullseye. You can be average, even boring, and make tons of mistakes until still create a flood of sales. Anik, are you there? I'll let you carry on from here, and then
Absolutely.
I'll jump back in.
Mark, thank you so much. I mean, geez, guys, I know that you're right now thinking, and you can see just the massive effect that, just how amazingly quickly you can also build the business. It is absolutely insane. And the number of niches that Mark's in, I can't even keep track. Today's mentioned languages, wedding speeches, how to write a novel. God, he mentioned so many other ones too. I know he's in the dating, and then they mentioned law of attraction, personal development. There is a plethora. So type in a yes right now. Do this for me, okay, before we continue, because I really want to make sure, and I want to confirm that you can see this. Type in a yes right now. You can see yourself choosing at least one topic, okay, whether you like it or not doesn't matter, whether you're an expert in it or not doesn't matter, but you could see yourself choosing one topic and following this model. So we got Frank, Nathaniel, we got Jurgen, we've got Paul, Chris, Juan, Magali, Stephen, Nathaniel, Pat, Ernie, DJ, Ron, Sumaya. We got tons of people coming in, tons and tons of people. Tracy says, I have to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to miss anything. Well, I know. I'm sorry, Tracy. We always tell you beforehand that it's going to be a powerful session. So now you guys have seen the proof in the 6-step system. Just one weird little niche is helping Mark create over $534,000 on complete 100% autopilot. Doesn't matter if he's awake, eating, sleeping, skiing, snorkeling. It just doesn't matter. The business is running itself. You've seen how some accidental businesses of his have created over $91,819 a month. Okay, just one of his many, many businesses, and this is just a few of the various ones out there. He's doing over $10,000 a day. Let me just do that math. That's $300,000 a month. That's $3.6 million a year. Tell me honestly right now, if you don't believe that with if Mark can do 3.6 million, can you just do 1% of that? Can you just do 0.1%? You know, 0.1% of that is $36,000 a year. That is right in the range of what most people were saying would absolutely transform and change their life. And by the way, I've got people just pouring in. Allison says, wow, this is so awesome. I'm already checking. I'm already on Amazon looking for ideas. That's brilliant, Allison. Go for it. You know, look at Stanley here. I love to read this part. Stanley sent in this. Mark didn't even ask for this. And Stanley sent, I think I'm going to make my first million in the next 12 months. Stanley was just like you. He just wanted to make a few thousand a month to change his life. And here he's crediting Mark with the ability of having generated over $68,000 in the past 30 days. Matt Carter actually went to high school with Mark. Found out he's doing really well online, so reached out to him, said, would you coach him? And now Mark has gone off to do literally amazing, huge things. He's not only done information products, he's done affiliate marketing, he's gone out, and now he's selling physical products. I mean, he's doing it all, but he got his start with the same steps. Oops, went too far. Clayton, look at this. I really owe every last ounce of my success to Mark Ling and his training. Clayton is out there changing the world, traveling the world, doing what he wants, finally able to make money online after trying for so long. So let me ask you, you already answered the question, right? How much would just an extra $1,000 a month change your life? That's a car payment. How about an extra $2,500 a month? That's a nice mortgage. That would pay off, that kind of money pays off debt. What about $5,000 or $10,000 a month? That's what gets you absolute complete financial freedom. So, and it's not just financial freedom, right? It's more about living life on your own terms. Suddenly you have more time with your family. You have more free time to live how you want, to set your own hours, work from home, dictate your terms. I wish you guys could see how I'm working right now. You know, I have had a long weekend, so today I decided not to go to the office. I have a small office where it's just a few of us. I didn't go. I'm literally sitting in shorts and a t-shirt. Okay, that's the reason I don't turn my camera on so you don't see me. But this is my life. I'm fulfilled. This is what I get to do. After I'm done with this, I get the rest of the evening to go hang out with my wife. You know, we all agree. The writing is on the wall. You know the time is right. You see the proof of what's possible. You see the imperfection that you can have, and yet still have the answer. Now the only thing left is taking action. So let me ask you guys, how many of you right now, type in me, type in the letters M-E, type in me, if right now you believe deep down thoroughly that having not just access to Mark's system, but having access to Mark and his team and his coaches, having direct access would be the great breakthrough you've been looking for, would finally get you where you want to go. You know, Ava, Gabrielle, you were the two first ones to type in me. Now we've had Nathaniel, Donna, Betty. We've got more pouring in, tons more. Oops, let's see here. JD, Sumaya, Luthi, Martha, John, Stephen, Richard, Margie, Elizabeth, Ted, Gary. They're just coming in so fast. Chris, Berger, Wendy, Teresa, Ockert, Ray, Denise. Amazing, amazing. I know. So right now you have a choice. Look, you can absolutely take what you've given you today, stumble your way into a niche profit business, and struggle the way I did, struggle the way Mark did. Right? I hope you don't choose that route, because we do what we do simply so that you don't have to choose that route. But that's a possibility. You don't spend up to 14 years making mistakes, doing trial and error, constantly tasting debilitating failure. Or finally, you can master, launch, and profit from your own business in as little as 12 weeks. And this is not theory. Mark's students are seeing success every single day by following this simple formula. This is time-tested. This is student-tested. We've built this specifically to get you where you want. So again, you can spend years, or you can spend weeks learning, building, and earning. I had to take 18 months. You know how painful those 18 months were of failing every day, losing every little bit of my money because I had to figure out the system on my own? So I'm going to let you in on a secret right now, okay? Every single one of our successful students has had this question, has had a doubt, has had a concern. Is it right for me? Can it really work? How is it different? It's 100% normal to have that concern. But let me ask you an honest question. Do you really think Mark would be waking up at 4 in the morning to present this, to teach people? Do you really think I would be here right now 14 years later? Do you still think Mark and I would be successful and have lines of successful students if it wasn't for the fact that we know what we're doing and we know how to do it and we've tested it on students, and that's why our students' success rates are off the charts? You know, anyone can do this. People ask, but I'm telling you the honest truth answer. You don't have to have experience. You don't have to have tech skills. You don't have to have upfront costs. You don't have to have lengthy product creation. There's no waiting or risking money for traffic. There's no worrying about competition. Certainly no perfection necessary. And that's why I'm introducing you to the program we've created here, Learn, Build, Earn. Mark Ling's a 6-step program that is absolutely brilliant, split into 3 simple phases. I want you to write these down on your notebook right now. Phase number 1, which most programs skip, it's the instant income boost. Listen, we want you to be able to start generating an income. We want you to get your first sale as soon as possible. We want you to earn while you learn. Okay, and most programs forget that. They make you spend months and months and months in education. You get frustrated. You spend time, money, energy, time away from your family. People don't support you because they don't see any reality. Well, we've made it a goal to make the system in such a way that doesn't happen. Phase number 2, Profit Accelerator. You know, this is where you start to really do the next level. You start to remove some of the imperfections, and you start to make that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month you want. Phase number 3, Lifestyle Transformation. All right, that's the millionaire phase. Look at this. This is a student in phase number 1 right now, already generating $1,500 plus a week. Most of you right now who are on, this alone would completely solve what you're looking for. We got another student in phase 2 over up to $20,000 a week. We got students and Mark in phase 3 where every time he gets a payment, it's $150,000, $140,000, $100,000 a month sometimes in some businesses, constantly over 85 businesses, 12 which are making 6 figures or more. That is a lifestyle transformation. That's what makes Mark into a millionaire. That's what makes him able to sit here and help and make his mission to teach people all through the same 6 steps. You know, step 1, choose your money honeypot. Step 2, formulate your magic potion. Step 3, create your edutainment product. Step 4, create your website. Step 5, automate your traffic. And step 6, optimize conversions. And you know what? That step even is optional. It's totally optional. So here's everything you get with the Learn, Build, Earn system, okay? First, you're getting the Earn done for you. We're going to build up to 30, okay? 100% done for you elements that you can use to build your entire offer. All right, you've got Earn Vault, the step-by-step look-over-the-shoulder system. We're going to talk about it more in a minute. You've got one of my favorites, Earn Traffic. You know what? Everyone says, Anik, I don't want to pay for traffic. Anik, I don't want to write content. So yes, I always used to say you either pay for it or you wait months for it. Well, guess what? Mark figured out a way to get infinite ROI unlimited traffic right now. You got element number 4, Earn Conversion Accelerator. Listen, if you don't like selling, I don't like selling. I've never liked selling. Yet I'm considered to be a great salesperson. Why is that? I use the approach that Mark is teaching here. And last element, Earn Coaching and Community. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want you to understand that thousands of dollars have been invested, and Mark's team has hands-on managed the creation of these amazing bonus elements that are done. We're going to take weeks off of the process and the time it takes for you to get a head start. Weeks, all right? This is worth at least $9,997. Anchor number 2 is your vault. Listen, the 3 phases. You have module after module after module of hands-on video training where you get to watch over Mark's shoulders, and all his millionaire friends and his 6-figure success students will show you exactly what they're doing. Over $3,997 value. Then I told you my favorite, the #1 traffic source most millionaire marketers use, but they never teach. How many of you have been on a session where marketers are teaching Facebook, solo ads? You know, I've done that too. Google. They're teaching all kinds of traffic strategies, yet where they're getting most of their traffic every day is from something we call borrowing traffic. It's the exact formula we're going to show you so you never have to risk money or time for traffic. And you get absolute free traffic with an infinite ROI. We call these things little traffic wells. You learn how to tap into them. Anchor number 4 is the I hate selling formula to converting. It's the formula I use. It's the formula Mark uses. You know, Mark and I always tell people, we're not salesmen. You couldn't put us on an infomercial and hand us a rag and we could sell it. You can't hand me ice and tell me to sell it to an Eskimo. I don't know how to sell. But what I know how to do is basically create a formula out of the proper offer and the product, and we put that out there. So it's accidental selling. Anchor number 5, 3 levels of support, expert advice, and hand-holding. You guys are getting millionaire access, lifetime VIP access, not only to Mark, but to his best relationships. We're giving you the feedback loop. There's no technical issue that our team hasn't already conquered. Believe me, between my team and Mark's team, there is nothing that we haven't conquered. You're getting expert hand-holding, 1 year of direct access to all of his 6-figure students, maybe even a couple of the 7-figure ones where you can ask your questions, get what you want done. Now, right there alone, is well over a $25,000 value. But let me ask you a question. I debate. I say this is a $100,000 value, because even for those of you who said, hey, I'd like to be able to make let's say $5,000 extra a month, I've shown you multiple businesses of Mark's that are capable of doing that much per day. Per day. And I'm telling you, you're asking if you could potentially make that much about per month. So just think about it. If you could start generating $5,000 a month, you tell me what the value of this is, because you make that $5,000 a month for the rest of your life, not just for a few months. This system would pay for itself 10 times over and over again. Now listen, this system was already the industry's premier profit system. However, Mark sat down and said there are two major things I want to do to really make the chances of our students succeeding even greater. I want to do the elements needed to give them a turbo start. Plus, I want to be able to give them even more access, even more hand-holding. The positive is that no one has ever had this. You know, all of Mark's students and success stories that we've been hearing about to a point, they did it without this. And here's the catch, though. Because of all of what we're about to add, it has to be ultra, ultra limited. Listen, you have to understand, Mark's got a family. Mark's got his own business, so his time is limited. His coach's time is limited. But he's willing to put more of himself on the line right now, but we have to limit the seats because of it. And that's why we're throwing in the following bonuses. Free bonus number 1 is your 100 Diamond Niches list. Get our top 10 highest performing weird niches. These niches have each been, they're six-figure potentials. It's taken us for hours upon hours of research to get there. All right, you get 100% peace of mind. You can choose one of these niches and go into them knowing very well that they will perform for you. We've done the hard work for you. That's worth at least $9.97. Free bonus number 2 is you get Mark's private invitation list. Direct 24/7 access to Mark's top producing 6-figure and even sometimes 7-figure students, elite level assistants, full active experts community. You get feedback directly from Mark, his students, his coaches, his mentors, and even our 7-figure guests. That's true. Yours truly right here. I will be a guest in that community. You get to attend our free millionaire webinars and Q&A sessions. So this one bonus alone is worth at least $2,997. And now, one of my favorite bonuses. Let me just take a minute to talk about this because I was present during the time this was shot. And I know for a fact that people paid $1,500 to attend this live event in Vancouver. I was one of the speakers. Now, a lot of you may or may not know this, but I'm known in the industry for having done a $11.4 million product launch. That's right, I created $11.4 million in the span of just 14 days. I gave away an entire 1-hour presentation I did exactly on that. There was another person there who showed you how to siphon profits out of 1.6 billion users on Facebook. 12 of the world's top marketers were there revealing some of their biggest strategies. It was a small, intimate room of about 30 or 40 people, and you know what? It's never been revealed like this before, but you're going to get recordings of the entire event for free right now. This is the advanced stuff. You want to know what the top marketers do? This is it. Free bonus number 4, Millionaire Hacking Bootcamp. Live businesses being built right in front of you. Mark just revealed it earlier today. How to write novels. Mark's not a novel writer, but he found this random niche. You know, I'm not going to give it away, but Mark even found another niche yesterday. He's like a kid in a toy store. He's always messaging me, I found this niche. Now I'm going to go work on this. Every day he finds them by mistake when he's just kind of browsing around. But you're going to get a chance to watch behind the scenes as he's building the how to write novels niche. Mark Link's going to prove to you he has zero knowledge and experience in the topic, yet he's going to produce an entire business around it. He's going to give you every inch of that. You're going to see it happen. Free bonus number 5, Wealth Mastery Academy, LBE 2 and LBE 3. You don't even know about this. These were going to be upsells. We have created the most advanced level training. For example, what if tomorrow you lost all your traffic, you lost your email list, you lost everything? What if you could still have 6 figures coming in every single month? That's the continuity program. High ticket profits. Do you know how many times Mark, myself, and other advanced marketers are able to create millions of dollars in a span of just days? Well, we're going to show you exactly how we do that. We're going to hand that system right over to you. And then our advanced funnel secrets, how to build funnels that pay 100% for their traffic. And guys, this is what you're seeing. Tens of thousands of dollars a week So right now, I want you to type in the number 1. Type in the number 1 right now to that box below. If this is what you think, that's it. Anik, that's what I want. I need to be a member of this because that's what's going to change my life. I'm going to wait till I see the first number 1, and I'm going to give away a cool prize to the first person who takes action, because this is all about taking action. You know that. I know that. All about taking action. So go ahead, type in the number 1. Who's going to be the first person? There we go. We've got Daphne, D-A-P-H-N-E. You just want a $100 PayPal. We'll be reach out to our support team. We'll send that to you. We've got a ton more. Wendy, Ted, Alexandra, Pat, Kashi, Jay, Tracy, Ernie, Maud, Magali, Karen, Greg, Chris. So many people who agree that this would be the breakthrough. Guys, just look at the total value of that. And I continue to argue that the actual value of this is well over, I don't know, $100,000. Why? Because the business you set up from this is going to make you money for the rest of your life. The businesses you continue to set up from the training will make you money for the rest of your life if you just do it right. Right? So Mark invested over 14 years in creating this system. He's easily invested over $2.5 million. You know, Mark is out there buying traffic every day and running all kinds of tests only so that you don't have to. Right? So our development costs for the done-for-you elements, the training, the community, the hand-holding coaching structure, all of the support infrastructure that's coming is easily $88,000 or more. Honestly, that's what's been invested. Tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars is what's sitting on the table, even millions of dollars. I just don't want you to think you're going to make millions by tomorrow. But that's what's on the table right now. We have incredibly limited seats because Mark Ling and his entire team's personal time's being involved. There are done-for-you elements that have been created. We can't hand them off to everybody. We have open Q&A office hours where you literally get to log in and talk to live coaches, and you can understand that we can't give that access
and I'm on
to
almost
everybody.
all of those, by the way, so people can talk to me live as well.
There you go. Mark just said he will be on all of those, so you can have a relationship with Mark. On many of them, sorry. Not all of them.
Yeah, most of them.
Respect, you know, we have to also show respect to our 6- and 7-figure coaches. I mean, we're setting limits on how many students will get access because they have, you know, when they come on and they're guest coaches, we can't bombard them with stuff. All right, so we absolutely have to protect their time. So the system's already available. The boot camp and the training is officially beginning in just a few days. To be very honest with you, we've already had a lot of students join because there have been other webinars before this one, and what we do is with each webinar we have kind of its own quota that we can fill, and so today there are a few seats open, but there's not many, and we're really looking for those very, very serious students who are ready to pick up and run. And like Mark said, you get access to Mark. He is working with the students, so he wants to make sure his time is really well protected, and I think we can all agree and understand that. Now listen, even though the system is worth 30, 40, 50, 60,000, maybe even more, God, it's worth more than a college MBA. It's worth more than a degree, in my opinion. It's worth more than a franchise business, which costs $110,000. You're not even going to invest half of that. You're not investing $19,997. You're not paying $9,997. You won't even pay $7,997. And you know what? Mark got it down to $4,997. That's when I paused him and I said, Mark, with the amount that you've put in, with the amount of training and coaching and the hand-holding that is happening, we can't go below this. It's not possible because it's just not going to work if you want to be able to pay for it. But Mark made a good point, and I agree with him. We're founding member status. Right now, this is the first time we've opened. Everybody getting in has lifetime access. You're a founding member of Learn, Build, Earn, and we need and we want your stories. We need your case studies, and for that very reason, we are actually dropping the investment to as low as just 3 payments of $997 or 1 payment of $2,497. Now you can actually save about $494 by going after just doing the 1 pay. But I want to do something right now before you even think about this. Okay, there's a 3 payment option there as well. You can do 3 payments of $997. We don't hold any of the bonuses back. Go to that URL because I have thrown in an additional, I don't know, $10,000 or $12,000 worth of bonuses. I'm going to go through them right now in a minute. So don't just go to the URL though. Pull it up with me right now. Pull up that URL with me right now before you even do anything. And I'm going to do the same thing on my browser as well. So hang tight with me for a second here. Let's go to learnbuildearn.com. You guys have to see this. You have to see and what I've put and what's been put together here and how much I know this can change your life. There's a reason why I am pushing so hard. So here we go. Let me make sure and confirm you can see my screen. So if we're putting over $13,573 in free bonuses brought to you by us, the Learn team, in addition to everything you're getting. Whether you do the 1 payment or the 3 payment, it doesn't matter. Again, the URL to go to here is, okay, go to learnbuildearn.com/start. And what you're going to see here, I'm just going to scroll down. You're welcome to read it, but I'm going to scroll down to the 9 bonuses that we've put together. Bonus number 1 is, we've got 2 sections of our bonuses. The section number 1 that I created was fast income creation. So we've put together a 4-week boot camp that we had delivered that nobody was able to even buy their way into, that you're going to get instant access to. It's called the Email Masters Club, so that you can start to create an income and start to create revenue right off the bat. This is the exact system that I use to generate over $3 million a year in commissions. Okay, our bonus number 2, the 5X affiliate promotion method. This is one of my favorite trade secrets that very few people know. Mark knows this. Mark knows this very well. This is when you're able to take the same product, the same list size, the same price point, and literally make 5 times as much by doing your affiliate promotion in a unique way. I'll tell you, 95% of marketers don't know this, and you can literally control the market by learning that strategy. Then we got bonus number 3, our penny click workshop. As if it's not enough that you're already getting bountiful amount of free traffic, we're going to also show you how to get traffic from Facebook and from Google for pennies. And we've got an industry top-notch expert who's going to run training sessions with how to start with as little as $5, how to get clicks for 10 cents from some of the biggest websites in the world, how to get your site to show up and being advertised on CNN.com. All right. Bonus number 4, our 6-figure case study. We're going to show you exactly. We're going to show you exactly how we're out there building our business. I'm going to log in to a personal development business I created in a tiny niche part of personal development. And I'll show it to you exactly how I went on to create over 6 figures. My name's not on it. I never did the training, but it's doing it. Section 2 is our $1 million mastery. So bonus number 5 is expert by association. We created an amazing boot camp that will literally get you a finished product in 10 days. Again, if you're wondering what the URL is, let me pull it up on the screen here, guys. learnbuildearn.com/start. learnbuildearn.com/start. Go there right now. Go there right now. And bonus number 6 is, oh man, this is one of my favorites. I literally spent an 8-hour day giving away my top best copywriting secrets. I've never done this before. I have had some of my closest friends go through this and tell me it was the best copywriting training they've ever had. I gave away the exact formula to how I write video sales letters that created over 12 million in sales for me. I gave over all the formulas of how I write my emails and how I write my videos, my written sales pages, and everything that has allowed me to do over 100 million in sales. Again, we've got people asking what is the URL to go to follow along, so I'll put it on the screen here. Go to learnbuildearn.com/start, learnbuildearn.com/start, and just so you guys know, we obviously have very limited seats, so you need to jump in right now, and I'll show you how to get the payment plan if that's what you choose to do. I'm absolutely okay with that. We've also created LBE bonus number 7, Outsourcing Academy. We will show you how to outsource every nook and cranny, every bit of your business. Absolutely every bit of your business. LBE bonus number 8, my $11.4 million launch. I walk you through the exact model, what I did, piece by piece. You know I generated over 270,000 email leads during that time? I managed to get over 16,000 people live onto my first webinar. As a matter of fact, had we had the Guinness World Record people there, we would have actually probably broken a record. That's how big it was. I'm going to give you the whole formula. And then this is my favorite one. Now this, I'll tell you right now, I'm only going to give this away to the first 20 people that make that decision right now, today. Some of you may know I have my own program I created called Publish Academy. Sorry, it's mistype here. It's a mistype. It's called Publish Academy. That program sold hundreds of units for $3,000. And I'm telling you right now, for the next 20 that take action, I don't care if you do the payment plan, I don't care if you do the one pay. For the next 20 that take action, that go to the bottom of this page and click on Get Instant Access, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to give you Publish Academy. Everyone else will not get Publish Academy, but will get the other 8 bonuses. But if you want to get my absolute best bonus, this is an entirely new and added-on community where we teach what Mark is teaching. We also give you access to tremendous coaches. Now you get all of Learn's coaches working with you. You actually get best of both worlds. This program has been shut down for a long time, but we're handing it over to you. The whole program, the $3,000 online community with tons of training. We have Traffic Academy in there where we show you tons of ways to get traffic. We have a full community. We do our own open office hours that you will get access to. But again, like I said, guys, this will be limited to 20 students, only the first 20. So all I need you to do is I need you to go to this URL. I need you to go to learnbuildearn.com / let me put it up. learnbuildearn.com / That again is learnbuildearn.com / start. Go to that URL. Be one of the first 20, otherwise you are going to lose out on this amazing bonus. Now remember, we got 2 payment plans. So when you click that big button below, you're going to land on this page. Now right here, okay, you'll see the 3 payments if that's the plan you want to go with. I recommend you do the 1 payment and save yourself $494. So you can choose either of these payment plans and you still get all of my bonuses, all of Mark's bonuses. You still get access to our calls. You get access to everything that we're doing. So right now, all I need you to do is go to learnbuildearn.com / start. That again is learnbuildearn.com / start. The URL is there on your screen. Oops, sorry, it went away. learnbuildearn.com / start. You can see it. Go now. I got to tell you guys, Betty Fellows, congratulations. Shelly Pumphrey, congratulations. York DL, congratulations. John Briggs, James Wheelock, Valera Abet. We've already started to sell out of seats, guys, so I can already see that we've got about 15 left that are going to get that particular bonus that I mentioned, about 15 left. Let me see here. Where did that site go? So go to learnbuildearn.com / start right now. Go to learnbuildearn.com / start. Click on the button at the very bottom. Come to this site and choose one of these payment plans. I'm going to quickly, Mark, I want to give you an opportunity here as I count how many seats we actually have left. We are now down to 12 seats left for those who want to get that amazing bonus. If you want to get your copy of Publish Academy, the entire program, this is your opportunity to do it. So right now I want to see how many seats we have left. But Mark, what would you like to say to everybody right now that's watching to stress to them the importance of making that decision?
Honestly, this is going to change your life for the better. Imagine like owning one of these, just one of these. Like I know that there's a lot of people out there that they don't necessarily want to make $1 million. I sometimes get students that all they actually wanted to do was cover their mortgage payment, so that that they know that is covered while they sleep, essentially. Like it feels like the mortgage is free. But then quite often people go from there, and almost by accident they wind up making a lot more. They're like, well, I'm only aiming to make $300 a week. They'll say something like that, but then when they are making $300 a week, they're like, oh, I might just double that now that I know what I'm doing. So it's a real life changer. It's a real life changer, no matter what your goals are. If you do want to make $1 million, it's not going to happen overnight. This is not a how to make $1 million overnight, but you can make $1 million through this program, absolutely. Because I create new millionaires all the time, but it takes time. The average person that I've ever coached all the way to $1 million has taken at least 2 years, some often over 3 years. Okay, so if you want to go from 0 to $1 million, it's not an overnight process. But if you're willing to put the work in, if you want it badly enough, heck, you go to university for 3 or 4 years, you're not going to make $1 million. But you do this and you really work it hard for 3 years, you actually can get there. That's what's amazing. This program, there's no ceiling to what you make. It's a solid business model that works extremely well, and I just can't wait to be coaching you guys.
Absolutely. Hey, Mark, I just want to let everybody know that as far as our bonus is concerned, we only have 10 seats left. We have 10 seats left on our bonus right now. So listen, guys, if you want to be able to get that additional bonus, you see the URL on your screen right now. You can do the 3 payment. I leaked it out earlier just for you. So go to learnbuildearn.com / start. learnbuildearn.com / start. We have exactly 10 seats left. And remember, we're going to be closing down super soon. Super soon. We have to. Those who wait until tomorrow are most likely not going to have an opportunity to get in at all. And we have to keep it very limited only because, I'm seeing that people can't see my screen. Sorry about that. Let me flip over that real quick. And what I'm trying to express here to everybody is that if we have to close it down as soon as possible because that's just what we have to do. We can't have too many students in here. It's just not something we can do. So, I want everyone to know that, and which is why I'm saying go to learnbuildearn.com/start. Do it right now. Go to learnbuildearn.com/start. Make that decision so that we can start working with you immediately and start getting your business up and running. So you have two choices. Remember, you can wait years and years of guessing, hoping, wishing, and struggling, or you can spend just weeks where a proven system does it all for you. We've seen over $18,000 in 2 weeks in the dating and relationships niche. Mark showed us this bank statement with over $1 million in it. This is what he's creating. This is the life he's creating. Now, by the way, I'm down to 8 seats left now. 8 seats left. And Mark, do you want to talk a little bit about what Sonia had to say? Because I think this is absolutely just amazing. And I won't be able to lock my screen onto it. So you guys, you won't be able to see the slide. But Mark, if you could just talk through it, that would be great.
Sure. Well, Sonia says that I've known Mark Kling for many years now. He's one of my all-time favorite online business teachers on the planet. I've learned so much from him over the years. Not only is he one of the masters at online marketing and business, but he's also one of the kindest, most authentic people you'll ever meet. Learn everything you can from him. She actually even flew all the way out to New Zealand just to spend some time over here with me. She's a good friend. I actually flew out and visited her at her house in Toronto just a few months ago. Actually, she's she's really inspirational. She even features in the training in this program. She talks about how she goes about running her business, and she makes other people's lives better. She teaches people how to bounce back when life knocks them down, and she's really, really inspirational. And I don't have anything else, I guess, to say about her, but she's fantastic.
That's amazing, yeah, and she really truly is just an amazing person. And then we've got, Aiden, another brilliant marketer that many of us know, many of us had seen. He makes, he just said this. He says he started with Mark. That was one of the first products that had him do a major breakthrough, and now he's making 6 figures every single week of the year. That's just ridiculous, right? And this is an exceptional success story. Results will vary, but can you imagine what's possible? Here's an individual who came into it thinking the same thing. Hey, I wish I could make a few thousand a month, and he goes on to start making. God, he's making hundreds of thousands a week now, living the life of his dreams. So here's what else is going to happen. So now I'm just checking right now what my team has said. We have 7 seats left at this point of the Publish Academy bonus. All right, and Mark is going to throw in another amazing, amazing bonus right now. But here's what we're going to do, guys. We do need to bring the webinar to an end very soon. So I'm going to bring the lessons of Tony Robbins in front of us right now. I'm going to bring the lessons of Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins taught me one thing, and that was that success doesn't happen with anything outside of us. Success is initiated and starts within us. Within us. And we have to make a decision. We have to make a decision to be successful. All right? And that's exactly what we need to do right now. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you can't make a decision in the next 15 minutes, then you know what? In its own way, that is your decision. You'll feel comfortable knowing that it wasn't the right time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go here, and I'm going to start a countdown timer. Okay? And we are going to take the next 15 minutes, and that's what you're going to make a deal with me on. You're going to make a decision. But Mark, I've got about 7 seats left right now, and Mark is going to also tell you about the program that he's put together for you that is just his bonus for now. That's his bonus just for now. So you have less than 15 minutes now, all right? And I'm going to bring up that URL here again. Let's see. There you go. LearnBuildEarn.com/start, guys. LearnBuildEarn.com/start. Like I said, I have 7 seats left if you want my bonus. And now Mark is going to do something tremendously special, but you have less than, about 14 minutes actually now. 14 minutes. So Mark, can you tell us a little bit about your amazing bonus here? I'm actually really excited.
Yeah, I've only shared this with a private small group of students. So this was filmed live with a live audience. Where I teach you how to make huge commissions promoting other people's products using my absolute latest affiliate marketing strategies. In fact, it's even templated out. You even get the exact templates so that you can follow and type in your promotions and so forth. I show you how to double or triple your earnings. You'll at least double your earnings from Learn, Build, Earn by having this bonus and going through it. Okay, and this is it's an affiliate mastery program basically. You'll learn everything I know about affiliate marketing and how to make huge commissions promoting other people's programs. Also, like, I know that a lot of people have wanted me for one-on-one in-person coaching. Remember, I run a hugely profitable business, in a lot of different niches, and I'm a family man, so I work 35 hours a week. I fit everything into. Okay, so that is why I charge over $1,000 an hour for one-on-one coaching. But by doing group coaching in this form, you're getting everything that anybody gets from the one-on-one coaching and more, because by teaching it to all of you as a group, I'm able to I'm able to access more people. There's obviously a limit. Otherwise, if we didn't limit the numbers, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to give you the personal attention, because I'm on the members forum every day answering questions, as are my staff and other coaches. I am also in the Q&A webinars and so forth. I'm on almost every single one of those, and I'm sticking around until every single question gets answered. And I would be around forever if there were thousands of people on those. Hence, this is extremely limited to a less number of people. So you guys will be able to appreciate that we're keeping the numbers down. And that's why the price is what it is and can't go any lower either, because otherwise we're just not going to be able to feasibly put this together and keep the limitations in there so that there's not too many people.
I also want to stress to everybody that, I wanted to come back on screen here because I can't control the screen, so I wanted the URL to be on the screen for a second, everyone. You have less than 12 minutes, and we have exactly 4 seats left right now. 4 seats left that will still get access to the bonus that I put together, okay? 4 seats that are still going to get Publish Academy program. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. Go right now. Make that decision now, 12 minutes before Mark's entire Affiliate 101, Affiliate Mastery program, where he's going to show you the same strategies that he shared with me that helped me triple the amount of money I'm making as an affiliate. And this is going to be your last opportunity. This is your last chance. I'm giving away one of my most prized products, and I hope everyone understood that. What I mean by that is that I'm actually, so you get open office hours, you get community, you get all the training by Mark Ling, right? Right? Well, you're also getting all of that with me in addition, because we have an entirely different program. We have an entirely additional program called Publish Academy that we don't sell. It's off the market. You can't even buy it right now. But I don't give it to everyone because of the intense coaching involved in it, where we also show you how to build digital products, how to get your information product up and running, how to get tons of traffic to it, how to build amazing sales material. We've got success story after success story, and I snuck it in there for the next, I guess 3 or 4 people. I don't know the exact numbers. The next 3 or 4 people, that's it. I have to limit that because it costs me a lot of money. It costs me a lot of money to be offering that program, and I just can't offer it to everybody. So right now there's really only a few seats left. Then on top of that, Mark threw in an amazing new bonus where what he's solving is this little concern that people have where they say, hey, how long is it going to take for me to make money? I need to make something as soon as possible. I need to make something as quickly as possible. We understand the necessity of speed. We know that you need to have faster execution. We get that. And because of that very reason, we have created, this program. Mark created this Affiliate 101 program that I am telling you right now will change your life in and of itself. It's worth way above and beyond what this program's investment is. And you have less than 10 minutes now. And as I shared, I have very few of my bonuses left. And remember, you can do the 3 payments. It says 1 payment only on the screen, but when you actually go to the other page and you go to the bottom and click over to the order page, you can actually click on the box that says 3 payments and just do 3 payments of $9.97. And today you can start with $9.97, and you're going to get access to absolutely every bonus and everything that we talked about. We're not going to hold any of that back. So Mark, I see that you've got something on the screen here.
Can you put the screen onto me and tell me when it's showing?
Yeah, it's you as soon as you start talking.
So it's showing my screen. You can see my screen right now, or
yes.
Is it or you're only seeing me on camera?
No, I see your screen.
Okay, so basically, like the production value of this too, like I'm making sure that no stone has been left unturned in the creation of this program. It was filmed in front of a live audience. You get to see my screen when I'm showing you how to do stuff. I have other online millionaires teaching exactly how to do their best strategies as well. So this isn't just me. You're learning from the best of the best when it comes to every single little element of this program. Okay, like I've left no stone unturned in making sure this is the best training program I ever could have possibly assembled on making sure you get from A to B. You just work through at your own pace. There's 14 modules, and you can either do a module. Some people do a module every 2 days. Some people do a module a week. Some people do a module every 2 weeks. It's up to you. So you work your way through at your own pace. I think the average person is doing a module a week. To be, just to let you know what the average is. But a module every 2 weeks, that's totally fine as long as you keep up a consistent pace. And if you're willing to put the work in, you're going to do extremely well out of this. So. I want you to know that it's a, there's a lot of proprietary information inside this program. Like you're going to get to see more of my websites that I weren't even willing to reveal on this webinar. You're going to get to see websites and stuff from other guests of mine that they don't want just revealed to the general public. So those. And you're getting my personal time. I'm putting a lot of time into each student, not just me and my staff and stuff, so those are the reasons why, in case, because some people are asking in the Q&A box, why is there no refunds with this? Well, that is why. We're only able to accept students that are willing to take action, willing to work on this, and we are there every step of the way through to helping you through to success, and for legal reasons, we are only allowed to guarantee that you're getting 1 year of support, but you are actually going to get you are actually getting lifetime support. Like, even if you're going at this in over a year from now, if you feel like, growing your business to the next level, you're still going to be in there. We're not cutting anybody off. It's just the credit card companies want us to put a date on there. So, like, we're in this for
Mark,
life.
the other thing I really want to stress to everybody, right, and guys, we have less than 6.5 minutes right now, and my team just told me we have 2 bonuses left with Publish Academy. I want to congratulate Karen Jones, Bruce Fleck, Myra Kibler, Erlinda Batio, Norman Kavlinlog, sorry, I'm so bad with names, John Varda, Jeffrey Ord, Stephen Wallace, Chandrakant Patel, Shane McCormick, Shelley Pumphrey, Betty Fellows, York Dial. Listen, this is your chance. And Mark just made a good point. Look, you're not here because you want to get, you're not here because you want a refund. That's not why you're here. You're here because you want to see success. You want to see the next level. So what we say is, rather than that, let us support you every step of the way. Let us support you every step of the way. Let us give you all the additional help, the additional support, and everything you need to make it happen. And we will dig our heels in on your behalf. Not just Mark, but I just threw in my team. I have like 2 spots left of Publish Academy as a free bonus. I just threw my entire team into this. My entire team has now come into this. So you're getting best of both teams, but there's only a couple of spots left, and you have to make that decision now. And we've got just a little over 5 minutes left. Go to learnbuildearn.com/start. The URL is on your screen. Go right now to learnbuildearn.com/start. Let me show you guys something else that's very neat here. When you go to learnbuildearn.com/start, so you'll see that button at the bottom. Let me actually show that properly. So this is the page you'll see where you have an exact description of all of the amazing bonuses that I've thrown on. There's 9 bonuses. Bonus number 9, we only have a couple of spots left in. All right, that's it. Publish Academy, we have a couple of spots left in that. So I want you to go to the bottom. I want you to click on this big button that says Get Instant Access to our bonus. Click on that. And when you go to this next page here, I want you to see, first of all, that we have 2 different payment plans that you can choose. Okay, you can choose the 3 payments of $9.97 or the 1 payment of $24.97. And then go right over here to the chat box. If you have any question right now, I think you need to click on the chat box. All right, you need to click on that chat box, and you can type in. I'll just show you a live example. Hey, I have a question. And you're going to get a live person to help you with your question right now, your actual question. So Bob just joined the chat. It took him about 2 seconds, and now I'm going to be able to say, hey. And this isn't some kind of automated machine. We actually have our team manning right now, answering answering any question you have, giving you an honest advice back. So Bob says, "How may I help you?" And hey, this is. And you'll see his response to me will be different because it's live. So go to the page right now. Go to learnbuildearn.com/start. Click on the big button at the bottom, and then go here, and you can chat with us, and feel free to ask us any questions that you've got. And we're here and more than happy to help you. Now, you can tell we have a little over 3 minutes to go. Learnbuildearn.com/start. That is learnbuildearn.com/start. Go there right now, learnbuildearn.com/start, and you've got the 3 payment option, you've got the 1 payment option, and we still have a couple of seats left right now in our program where we will basically give you all of our bonuses, including Publish Academy, absolutely for free. But we're going to run out of seats very quickly, very, very quickly. So we have 3 minutes left. Mark, anything you'd like to add right now?
Yeah, like, guys, I'm interested in knowing, do you believe if you were sitting there with me, copying along as I'm teaching you this stuff, do you believe that you could put together one of these money magnets? Like, do you believe that that you actually could do this with me in my training? If you believe in me, then honestly, I can't wait to see you in the members area, because this will be life-changing for you. Absolutely life-changing. You know, for less than the price of a really nice television, you know, you could absolutely change your life for the better. You know, I really just can't wait to get in there and get stuck in and working with you guys, you know. There's a lot of hand-holding, support. There's just unbelievable, and it's and Anik, like, I just can't believe all of those bonuses. I'm absolutely shocked and honoured and feel like, you know, I don't know what to say. Like, it's over and above anything I ever expected. You know, this is literally going to change lives, and I really can't wait to see you guys in the members area.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark. And guys, we have less than 2 minutes now. Go to learnbuildearn.com/start. Go right now. What I'm actually going to do, okay, I'm going to stop just for a minute. I'm going to leave my screen on. And Mark, if you could do me a favor and change your screen so that it shows the URL, learnbuildearn.com/start. Maybe even if you could put it on a notepad file. That way, whenever you're talking, it still shows the URL, because we really only have a couple of seats left, and I want everybody to be able to constantly see that URL. And what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to go answer some questions. You know, I'm going to ask Mark some of the tough questions, and so you can start to ask your questions right now. You can start to ask me your questions, and we will be very happy to answer them for you. All right, we will be very happy to answer them for you. So let's see here. All right. Oh, Jeffrey Ord, welcome. Jeffrey Ord says he just joined. Welcome, Jeffrey Ord. Tracy says, I know this will help me. Bruce says, I'm in on it. Bruce, welcome. Congratulations. Congratulations. And, wow, if you guys have a question right now for Mark, ask your question for Mark right now. We will have a chance to just go below, right below this. You get to ask the question, you know, in the little box right below this. Someone said, where's the chat for questions? Stan, if you're on our, oh, we're not seeing the URL. Okay, so let me change over here again, show my page again. All right, so guys, go to the bottom right here. You can ask your questions, type it in, and we will be happy to answer your questions. We've had a few people ask, how is this different from Inbox Blueprint? That's a great question. And here's the actual answer. Inbox Blueprint shows you how to do phase 1. Inbox Blueprint is the income boost. It's where you get a chance to start generating profits quickly, right? You get a chance to start generating profits quickly. You get to build an email list. You get to endorse other people's programs. And then this is phase number 2. This is where you get a chance to learn how to actually build businesses that will build wealth. They will be your programs where you can start to get, you know, revenue for free. So actually those 2 programs are meant to work together. Karen says, I'm in. Karen, congratulations. Tracy says, how long is it going to be before I start generating an income? Well, Tracy, that's completely based on you. That completely depends on what you're doing. It completely depends on your prior knowledge, how hard you work, how many hours you put in. So there's a lot of metrics there that are going to make all the difference. All right, so if you have a question right now, ask this question. Mark is standing by. He's waiting, and he's ready. And I paused the clock at 1:36 so that you guys could have a little bit of time here to ask your questions. And let me just close that down real quick. Let me see if we've had any of the questions come in. I'm sure we've got quite a few. How often will Mark be on the live Q&A sessions, and when does the program begin? Stephen, great question. Mark, do you want to answer this?
Sure. You can start straight away. You can go at your own pace with the, you start with Module 1, and then you don't click to unlock Module 2 until you're ready for it. Okay, so it's not until you're ready. So you go at your own pace. You can start today if you wish to, and it's fantastic. And I'm on almost all of the live Q&A webinars, almost all of them. If I'm occasionally away because of family commitments, let's say it was family vacation, then I might be away. That's why I said almost all, but I'll be on most of them. And those live Q&A sessions are 3 times a month on a Monday night. All right, 3 times a month on a Monday night, and you get the recordings of those if you can't make it live. But I'm also on the forum almost every single day. So almost every single day of the week, I am on the forum. But it's not just me; it's my coaches and other students are all in there. So other people will often beat me to the punch. Like, don't be saying that you need an exact answer from Mark Ling on there, because if someone else can answer the question just as well as I can, then you'll get an answer from someone else. But I'm in there too, like making sure that I can give the best possible answers to those that need it directly from me as well. So you're getting the best possible support that I could possibly provide. Hope that answers that question.
Absolutely, absolutely. People are asking, hey, I'm in. How do I get the bonuses? Absolutely, Shane, don't worry. You will get emails from us very soon. Give us a little bit of time. We will be sending you emails, and we'll let you know. We've got a lot of other people that have joined in, by the way. At this point, we have run out of those 20 seats, but I'm going to tell you what. Because we have questions pouring in, what I'll do here is I'm just going to go ahead and put about 10 minutes on this clock and start. For the next 10 minutes, I will keep Publish Academy open as a bonus as well. I will keep Publish Academy open as a bonus. Go to learnbuildearn.com/start. Go to learnbuildearn.com/start and type in your questions that you have for me right now. Type in your questions for myself or for Mark. I'm waiting. I'm watching them. And Stan saying, hey, how do I ask a question? Stan, if you're on the actual URL, if you're watching it at YouTube, I can't help you. But if you're actually at the URL here, you will be able to see the box right below the video feed. All right. All right, Kashi says they're in. When will I get my user ID and password? I just joined. Kashi, watch your email. You should get it any minute now. John says, thanks for answering the question about Inbox Blueprint. You're most welcome, John. I'm absolutely happy to do it. And so, Mark, one of the questions I'm getting from people is, what about future investment? Do they have to invest a lot of money now beyond this?
Not yet, anyway, because it's not until a later module that you have to pay for anything. But yes, everybody will have to buy a domain name. So that's a .com. So if you want to own let's say you were in the palmistry niche. Let's say you were doing a step-by-step guide to the art of palm reading. Then you would want to buy, say, paulspalmreading.com. Say, for instance, I'm just making this up. Or it might even have some sort of magic formula to it, like it might be the butterfly approach to palm reading. So butterflypalmreading.com. So that's $15, and then you'll want to have an autoresponder if you don't already have one. That's how you got on this webinar, because Arnik sent you an email. So you have to be capable of sending emails. So that's $20 a month. At some point, you'll have to buy that. You don't have to buy it up front, but at some point, you will have to buy that. And web hosting as well. I think that's something like $8 to $15, somewhere between $8 and $15 a month. At some point, you'll have to do that to be able to host a website. So those are the costs of running business. So around about the costs once you get going, and you don't have to pay for these until you've got your product already built following my system. It is about $10 a week, I guess, in business costs.
Got it. Awesome. And guys, we're talking about absolute peanuts here. You got to understand that. So for the most part, now what some people are asking is, are there upsells? Do I have to buy anything else from Mark? No, there are no upsells. As a matter of fact, there were going to be upsells, and And people are asking, Hanik, how many seats are left? I'm not actually doing that, guys. I just decided there's 7 minutes left. You see it on the screen. So if you get in with the next 6 to 7 minutes, I will absolutely give you the Publish Academy bonus. But we did sell out of the 20 seats here. We sold out of the 20 seats quite a while ago, actually. So this is really starting to become your last opportunity. But yeah, there are no upsells. If you remember the bonuses, we had LBE2 and LBE3, and so those were supposed to be the upsells, but Mark has decided to put them in for absolutely free. I also want to welcome Shane McCormick. I want to welcome John Briggs, James Wheelock, Valora Abet, Araby Sammy, Jesse Sullivan, Theron Mayer, Evan Wilbur, Andrew Shirk. I want to welcome everybody into the program. I'm so excited that you're here. Trust me, I know exactly what you're about to learn, and you're in for an absolute amazing time, and a life-changing time, by the way, life-changing time. All right, Betty says, I'm so excited about getting started. I'm going to run an errand, and then I'm going to get started right away. So Betty, congratulations. And then Shane's got a good question. Shane says, he's asking you, Mark. He says, is this kind of the next generation for Affilorama? Is this like the next level course?
It's very, very highly compatible. And yes, it is, because basically Affilorama, that teaches, affiliate marketing and stuff like that. This is showing you how to play the other side of the fence, where affiliates are promoting you. So you don't have to worry about driving the traffic, because the affiliates are promoting you and your product. So that's great. But plus, you can still be the affiliate as well, because people don't just buy your product and then they're gone. You follow up with them with members' newsletters, and then you can send them promotions of other offers and earn affiliate commission. So they go hand in hand. Absolutely. Guys, if you want to, feel free to throw in the Q&A box any niches that you are interested in going into. If you wish me to say out loud whether or not I think it's a goer and what I would do if I was entering that niche, happy to help. If you want to be able to picture this better, like what you could be doing, I hope you guys can picture what it would be like to own one of these sites for yourself, because that's what I'm trying to do. We're basically, in essence, it's like we're selling you one of these sites, but we're not just selling you one fish. We're teaching you how to fish. That's what we're doing here, so that you can catch more and more of these fish for yourself if you so wish.
Absolutely awesome. Well, listen, guys, you have less than 5 minutes. Let's have a look here. Shelly just wrote about a niche. She said divorcing a bully. What do you think?
Divorcing a bully. Does that mean, like, in the marriage, like divorce? I'm assuming, because you said divorce, then you're talking about the save marriage niche. So that I already know is a profitable niche. I actually already own a website in that niche, SaveMyMarriageToday.com, that has made me $2,000 a week every week or between $1,000 and $2,000 every week for, I think, almost 10 years. Okay, almost 10 years. So I know that is a very profitable niche. Now, divorcing a bully, I actually love that. I mean, I'd probably just call it divorcingabully.com and make that is a very, very good narrow targeting. So you just target that specifically at, how to. It's not exactly save marriage. Sorry, it's slightly different, because you're talking about actually getting divorced. So I might actually just look on Amazon, divorced, and you won't see my screen doing this because I'm doing it on another window. But yeah, I mean, I would have to have a proper look into it. But I would say yes, happily divorced. There's all sorts of I mean, how to be happy after your divorce is a niche, and so yes, you'd be able to do it. It would just be about just sorting out what that magic potion is. So I'd probably call it something like the happily divorced formula, or something like that, or the happily divorced solution. And then you could go in and you'd tell your little story about how you got divorced from a bully and so forth, and what to do from there. Yeah, I could see that could be a good niche. You got more questions, Anik?
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes, guys. Less than 3 minutes, and we're going to go over some more things here. But listen, go to learnbuildearn.com/start. Scroll to the very bottom, click the URL, and join. Pick between the 2 payment plans. You can do either 3 payments of $9.97, and or 1 payment of $24.97. We're not going to hold back the bonuses. We're going to give you everything we just talked about, and we are about to finish up here. So everything, the bonuses are going to expire. Mark, we've got someone here. John says karaoke. What about karaoke niche?
Let's check that out. I'll just go on Amazon on the side there. You know what? I at this stage. I'll just type how to. I don't see anything. I don't see a market for that at the moment. Karaoke. Maybe I'm not spelling it right. How do you spell karaoke? I'll just type that. Thought it was. Oh, that's because I'm spelling it wrong. That's why. Okay, so I'll just get that spelling right. Okay, so if I'm on Amazon, and I'm not saying you're selling your stuff on Amazon, it's just how I go about researching profitable niches. And I'm looking, you can't see my screen at the moment, but I'm looking and seeing whether or not there is a niche for it. I don't see a niche for it. Not every niche is profitable, okay? That's why, I mean, how to sing is a niche, so perhaps how to sing karaoke might work, because I know my dad's doing really well on the how to sing niche, but I don't see, and I'm not saying that there isn't a market, I'm just saying I don't see an existing market for it, so I wouldn't, if it was me, I wouldn't go into that niche.
Got it, that's great, thank you very much, and guys, less than a minute here. Less than a minute. We've had a bunch of new people join us. Welcome, everybody. We want to welcome Dan Anthony, Ryan McGlang, Rodney Rogers, Mary Rose Holland, Barry Setter, Laurie Burrick, Garland Wilkinson. Amazing. Listen, guys, thank you so much for joining in. Mark, I'm going to give you the final word here as we're kind of closing up. What would you like to say to everybody as we're closing up?
By the way, just before that, someone said about stone painting, and I've looked up and painting flowers on rocks, painting the art of stone painting and all sorts, painting houses, cottages and towns on your rocks. Yes, stone painting, by the looks of it, or rock painting, would be a very profitable niche just from my first look at that niche, just for that person who's asked that. It looks to be awesome, actually. I never would have thought of that. So last words, honestly, like, where are you going to be in a year from now if you don't own one of these sorts of money magnets? Like, you know, one way or another, whether you want to go out there and buy a house and rent it out and earn, you know, you can spend over $100,000 doing that, or you could buy a franchise business for over $100,000, or you could, you know, one way or another, all the people that are succeeding, making millions of dollars, they are all earning passive incomes. I'm giving you the ability to create your own passive incomes for the fraction of the price that other people are spending in the physical brick and mortar world. Yet this is online real estate. Now, you can still sell these websites. Like, these websites sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars if you decide to sell them, or you'll do what most people do and just keep collecting the passive income. So anyway, if your dream is to own 1, 2, or more of these and have the ability to keep creating more of them, and you believe in me and my ability to teach you this stuff, and in my team and our ability to, you know, we'll do stuff for you if you are getting stuck. You know, I know some people might get stuck in 1 or 2 elements, then we jump in and just do it for you so you can carry on. You know, if you believe in me and you believe in my team and then this is join right now so that you take advantage of Arnex bonuses and so that you get in before the doors close, as they are closing very shortly.
Awesome. Really, yes, everybody, this is it. So, guys, we're going to close up now. Thank you so much for being here. Our bonuses are basically filling up. Look, they're full, actually. They're done for now. But if you want, you can go ahead and pull up that URL. As long as you pull it up during the session, we'll keep it alive. We'll keep it open. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Mark Ling, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your amazing training. Thank you for everything you do. You're absolutely just amazing, man. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, one last question someone asked. Stan just asked, are these sites Google update proof? And the beauty of it is Google isn't even one of the traffic sources that I actually bother with. Not, you know, you can get great traffic from Google, and if you can, fantastic, you'll make even more. But no, it's update proof because that's not where the traffic comes from. You're borrowing it from other people. Cool.
Awesome, awesome. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark. Thank you to everyone who was here, who took the time to be with us. We really appreciate it. We will see you guys on the next one, and looking forward to it. So, Mark, thank you very much again, and we'll see you. We're going to be doing another webinar, hopefully, where we go over even more about niches and look into specific niches. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Mark, thanks again. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.